when you had loafers, and then you put pennies in your loafers. But were they
just called penny loafers, and then somebody was like, "Wait, I'm going to stick pennies in these"?
Right. Or why didn't they put dimes in them?
Right. You can't just throw on dimes back in the day.
I dropped dimes.
Dime loafers sounds kind of weird. Penny loafer sounds normal, but a dime loafer is like
a quarter loafer.
But those golfers yesterday, all they did was stand like this, with the thing.
Yeah.
They love that cross leg.
They must have great blood pressure. Like, none of those guys have high blood pressure problems. Because they're like, okay, no worries. Let's just take another swing, see if we can adjust the angle here, and we'll go from there. Like, that's it, all day. No problem. Okay.
But they make their living off people being bad golfers. Because if you were good golfers, then you wouldn't go there.
Yeah. It's funny, the guy goes to me as well. There's something you're doing wrong that's the reason you're not getting power. It has nothing to do with how hard you're swinging. And he goes, look, we're the same size. I can hit at 350 and you're hitting at 150. He goes, what's the difference? And then he told me a couple things, but they try to be nice. He was not condescending in any way.
Yeah. They're like, okay, all right, we got something here you could work with.
And positive feedback. I think I had to drive 209. He's like, there we go. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
There's some fake...
But you know what?
Fake enthusiasm. But it's good. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, positive reinforcement. I'm going to try that.
Oh, like that
oh my God, you would not stop doing that.
The bat sound.
Yeah. Every time I looked over, did you notice that too?
It's so much more comfortable to hold it like a bat.
Well, he thought it added to his golf swing if he was making that sound.
The guy's like, wow, this thing's really clicking today.
It's not going as far as I thought the way it sounds.
Who's doing that?
That guy had a day's work. That bro.
The dude said, he was just like, oh, that's good. I like a challenge. I'm like,
I don't think you know what you're getting into.
Play of the day?
All right.
Yep.
And then let me know if you see a stat of the day.
Oh my God!
The play of the day.
Runner left side, got it! We're gonna play it and play it.
This is the play of the day.
Check this out.
Lowry between the circles, watched by Irving, heads to his left, gets double, trying to seal into a bucket, picked off by LeBron, up ahead to Irving, only Lowry can stop him, Irving on the backboard, LeBron hammers it home, LeBron with a left-handed jam, he finishes the Irving feed, and Dwayne Casey wants an early timeout as this place is jumping.
Cavs Radio Network, LeBron, degree of difficulty. Play of the day brought to you by TrueCar. You can find out what other people in your area paid for the same car you're looking for, and on average, save over $3,000 off MSRP. Whether you're looking for a new or used car, visit TrueCar and enjoy a more confident car buying experience. I still love, and maybe this is from either the Rucker League in Harlem or the And One Tour, whenever somebody does something really incredible, and then you'll see guys on the bench, like they're holding each other back, like they can't believe what LeBron just did. You saw that last night. Did that start with the And One Tour, or was that...
The first time I remember seeing it during a game was the Larry Bird 61 game when Antoine Carr and those guys were... And,
Cliff Levingston and the Hawks?
And they were holding on to each other as Bird's going for 55, 57.
But normally you don't have the opposition doing it. But, like, that's how good Bird was that night, that the Hawks were doing it. Like, oh, my God, I can't believe what we're just seeing.
Bird's last shot was an off-balance three to the right in the corner, and Cliff Levingston throws his towel in the air. He's like, what? And he's on the Hawks.
I think they got fined. Mike Fratello was the coach. I think they got fined after Fratello saw the video of that where his own players were like, oh, my God, I can't.
It's the best video of all time. It's my favorite sports video.
Because normally you don't see the opposing team going, oh, my God. Like all the crazy stuff Steph Curry's done. It's not like the opposition's going, oh, hold me back. That's unbelievable. With Bird that night, even the Hawks were going, this is crazy. Chase in Michigan joining us. Chase, what do you have for me today? Hey, Chase.
Like Fritzy.
Hey, bud.
Hey, how you doing? So I want to go with the Pearl Jam question there.
Okay.
I don't really think it's a good question, because what does Nirvana have? Maybe 3 good songs, in my opinion. Pearl Jam has been amazing forever. If you ever watch PJ-20, that documentary will say it right there.
Well, but in fairness to what Nirvana created, thanks for the phone call, they created something. Pearl Jam didn't create something. Nirvana, well, did Nirvana take something from somebody else, though? Seton?
I think everybody does, right?
Well, that's true.
I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
you're kind of taken from somebody else.
All right, coming up next hour, Kelly Rohrbach, the actress, swimsuit model, very good golfer. She's in Baywatch. Carissa Thompson, Fox Sports, will join us coming up. Fritzy will serenade her. Is it a duet with you and McLovin?
If he wants.
Oh, God. All right, 1 hour in the books, 2 more to go.
The first and most important rule of gun hunting
Why'd you do that?
is never get shot with your own merchandise.
So now you're going to have to buy it. It's a used gun.
You get rich by giving the poorest people on the planet the means to continue killing each other.
We sell by the kilo.
There are men going through our garbage cans. Is there anything I should be worried about?
She doesn't know how you pay for all this. How many car salesmen talk about their work? Their products kill more people every year than mine. At least mine has a safety switch.
I would tell you to go to hell, but I think you're already there.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
The vampire and Lycan clans had been at war for centuries, turning our world into a battlefield. Now a new war is being waged.
If you want to win this war, you will have to go further than any warrior has ever ventured before.
Looking for someone?
Underworld Blood Wars. Movies start at Channel 125.
Why is faith good? Why is believing something without evidence good? What if we right and you wrong? I don't know. That's what I preach. I preach the gospel of I don't know. How did this get to be a Christian nation? People who are otherwise so rational believe that on Sunday they're drinking the blood of a God. Why doesn't he just get rid of evil in the world?
He will.
He will. Yeah. What's he waiting for?
I'm gonna go in the rapture and I'm gonna come back on a white horse.
People always say God and country.
I'm gonna vote Bible.
Is there anybody that does not believe in evolution? Yeah. People are running my country who believe in a talking snake.
You don't have to pass an IQ test to be in the Senate, though.
Now playing exclusively on DirecTV Cinema.
British Secret Service have an agent in the area. Al Hitler. We picked up coded radio transmissions from the vicinity. Could be a kidnap attempt, most likely an assassination.
I gave my life to the fatherland, and this is my thanks!
Trust me. Is he dead?
Help!
Did you expect me to betray my oath?
No!
The Exception. Now playing exclusively on DirecTV Cinema.
This season, create your own game day experience with NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Watch every out-of-market game every Sunday, no matter where you are, and stream them your way, live on your favorite devices. Never miss a second of the action. Order NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Amazing!
Moving a 295-pound refrigerator is not easy. Moving your wife's 17th century colonial stemware collection is rarely easy. Moving Mr. Smooches is never easy. Fortunately, moving your favorite entertainment with DirecTV is always easy. Just one call before you move is all it takes. Done. The DirecTV Movers deal. Easy now comes with bundles and equipment upgrades too. Call and ask about all the benefits today.
What does 2 days do back home while we're out on the road? Pretty much the same thing he does when we're back there.
Studio to myself. Let's do this.
Absolutely nothing.
Little wind, right to left.
You guys know, Twos only says one word all day.
What? On fire.
He's probably sitting in the corner, staring at the wall like he always does.
Suits on.
I did leave him a to-do list of things we need to clean up around the studio, so I'm sure he's on top of that.
Oops.
Yeah, we trust Twos. He's a good kid.
Let's see what we got down here. FedEx. Sacrificing. Some stuff.
We totally trust Two-A-Days to hold down the fort.
Can't do it to you, boss.
boss. Okay.
No, I don't think he would do anything stupid.
Dan Patrick Show. This is 2 a days. Hanging out in the studio alone. Something else.
460 on the Hawks. Now, Bird hits a shot here, but watch the top corner. Watch the top corner of the bench.
That's great. Paul, I feel like at your funeral, we should just play that video.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, that and maybe the Cubs win from last year.
Oh, maybe a Walter Payton clip or two.
Yeah, throw Payton down here on the pile.
If you could get like a message from Bird, that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll just repurpose some of Fritzy's bar mitzvah video from Bird.
Right.
That was awful.
That was not necessary.
That was not necessary.
That was not necessary.
But imagine a team doing that
right.
with another team.
How we would cover that.
Well, like, who just put up...
Your business burned down. Kids busy with lives of their own. Brother-in-law like a parasite. You haven't been laid in God knows how long. What are you doing? I'm fine.
This is Hydro. It's the promised land of pot.
Badass.
I know you're a drug dealer.
I'm just getting started.
We, the device-loving people, want more than just unlimited data. We want unlimited entertainment, so we can stream unlimited action, punch unlimited robots, watch unlimited romance, if you're into that. But we also want more, like unlimited HBO.
Can I stop dying now, Mark?
No can do, mi amigo. It's unlimited.
Besides, you're really good at it, James.
Don't settle for any unlimited data plan. Only the AT&T Unlimited Plus plan comes with HBO included at no extra charge.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
I'll take it for $100 a week for the rest of my life.
Perfect. This is great. Do I have to wear a damn suit? My goodness.
Oh, were you being naughty?
Naughty. Are you effing kidding me?
Oh, we got one more shot.
Get off the shed! That was pretty amazing.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles. A very disappointed Cuba City.
Our coach doesn't adjust. Remove himself from the GM or, do us a favor and just quit.
The somewhat distraught city of Los Angeles.
Why don't we get Jerry West?
It's the Dan Patrick Show.
Come on, player. Todd McShay had a busy weekend. Do you have your number one pick next year already?
Oh, jeez.
Absolute worst assignment I have all year long is in 3 days I've got to do in 2018 mock draft. And Sam Darnold, I covered 2 of his games live this year and seen enough out of USC to think he's a number 1 overall pick or top 5 pick next year. The guy I actually covered in his championship game, conference championship game, was Josh Allen from Wyoming.
Uh-oh, guy at a school that nobody watches.
We said years ago that this guy would be a first-round draft choice. I think, 3-4 years ago.
Paulie, calm down.
He may be the most physically gifted quarterback to come out in 5 years.
Here he is, day 2 of his
La La Land.
Yes, absolutely.
adventure. It's Dan Patrick.
It's hour 2 on this Tuesday. Dan and the Danettes, Dan Patrick Show. Let the hype begin for next year's mock draft. We've already started. And, of course, you got to start with quarterbacks. All right, gang's all here ready to go. The actress and model, Kelly Rohrbach, will join us coming up. Also, a very good golfer as well. So Kelly will join us coming up. Carissa Thompson, Fox Sports, one of our faves. She will be back in studio with us. Fritzy is working on a song to serenade Carissa Thompson. Looks like it's a duet between Fritzy and McLovin. What did you sing at the Super Bowl to Carissa Thompson when she walked in?
You've lost that love and feeling.
But why did that come up in the first
place? Well, we
place?
were reenacting Tom Cruise in Top Gun.
Oh, so
I was Goose, where I sort of duck down, and then Tom Cruise pops up and starts singing. Remember that scene at the bar?
Yeah, that's a great
Except it wasn't exactly. It didn't play out exactly like that.
That was awesome.
Wasn't
the
it
whole
cool?
crowd started singing to her. It was an amazing moment on the show. It was great. It's like a Super Bowl highlight.
Yeah, Fritz.
Carissa appreciated it. Everybody was totally into it.
Well, what woman doesn't like being serenaded?
Even if the singing is bad.
No, your singing was okay. It was just, it sort of surprised me a little bit.
It was a unique moment that you're not going to get on your everyday
You're right.
Joe and the Hedgehog in Arkansas or something.
Do you want to serenade Kelly Rohrbach when she comes out? You don't know her. You know Carissa, but I don't know if you want to.
I could sing a few lines. I'm not shy. I'd have to think of, I have something prepared for Carissa, but.
I just don't want to scare her. We haven't met her before. I don't want to scare her when she comes in.
Well, I'm not going to get on a knee and rub her hand while I'm singing. That would be creepy and uncomfortable. I
Okay.
can keep my distance.
Okay. Yeah,
See, that's why I think the Carissa thing really worked, because she knows us and she knows the show and she gets it, and you could serenade her like that. Kelly Rohrbach's going to walk in and all of a sudden it's Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
That's a good
You're like,
one.
dude, this is weird. Why are you doing that?
But we're all about content.
Who is this guy?
So it might be a little awkward for her, but that might be good radio and good TV.
Something from the doo-wop shop. I like.
Yes, McLovin.
Remember, Fritzy always says that naughty photographer, though?
No, we can't do that.
See, you don't
That's
want
bad.
that.
No.
You don't want that.
No, that was bad.
Yeah, Genevieve was.
Genevieve Morton, the swimsuit model from Sports Illustrated.
She was genuinely uncomfortable. She
I
couldn't
would
even hide it.
I was embarrassed for you, and I felt bad for her because that's not what photographers do.
I was embarrassed for you.
Steve does a great impersonation. How would Genevieve sound about how she was getting creeped out by that?
I don't think I
She had this cute little Muppet voice, like, I don't think they really say these kinds of things. That's how they really talk.
Yeah. But you're saying creepy things like that's what a photographer does.
That's what they do.
No, they do not.
She didn't want to admit to that.
No, they do not.
Well, Tegan told us about the whole pepperoni thing. If Genevieve was put to the old lie detector test, they get a little wild in the studio there.
Is Kelly still going to join us?
I think she just got here a few minutes ago.
Okay.
And
All right.
there she goes,
Yeah.
right out the door.
Because for people who haven't seen the show or listened to the show, and then they just take this 4-minute snippet here, it'd be reason for her to say, I'm going to tap out here.
Or they do the show and then they drive back and they say to their publicist, never again. Why didn't you do your research on this show?
All right, 877-3DP show, email address dp@danpatrick.com. It's a simulcast, which means it's on radio in 306 cities around America, and also DirecTV, the Audience Network, Channel 239, and the NBC Sports Network. Yeah, Paulie, what?
Anybody want to go Houston Rockets beat the Spurs? Doesn't matter how many games, advance. Houston
but
Rockets advance.
What's at stake here?
Nothing. I just want to see who wants to put themselves out there.
Well, you're not putting yourself out there if you say, I'll take the Rockets.
I thought the series was over anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't you see last night?
That's what McLevin said. Rockets over the Spurs last night and didn't even play great basketball, but they did take 50 3-pointers. Yeah, McLevin.
Yeah, I was going to suggest a poll, bet a week's pay, Rockets or Spurs. Does everyone go Rockets now?
The Spurs have been in this position before with Greg Popovich, where they lost game one of a series, and they normally come back and win. But this is a different team. Tony Parker is not the Hall of Fame point guard. Manu Ginobili has pockets where he can be brilliant. I just think there is an over-reliability of Kawhi Leonard. Like, they're asking him to, salvage everything. When all else goes wrong, they just say, all right, help us out, Kawhi. LaMarcus Aldridge got to play like a guy who is making the money he's making and being an all-star. You got to be a great player. And I know he's lost in Kawhi Leonard's shadow, but he's got to be a great player. If they're going to win the series, might be LaMarcus Aldridge is the reason why. Yes, Paul.
I'm getting a little bored by the three-pointer. I think it takes away a lot of the slashing and driving and mid-range game. Do you think the NBA would be better off extending it or not having it? I know they're not going to. I would love to see a game like an exhibition played with two NBA teams, and they remove the three-point line for a night and see how they play. It seems like it's just there's not a lot of one-on-one individual matchup action because the players are so far away from the basket when they pull. They just pull from further, whatever.
What used to be, it was inside-outside game where you'd have two guys on one side and then three guys on the other, and that was what basketball was. And there's really no movement there. You do see movement because you got guys like Gordon Hayward is always moving. He's sort of like Reggie Miller from the standpoint of always moving and trying to get picks, free himself up. That'll be a fun matchup with Utah and Golden State, by the way. Although I saw where Golden State, they're disappointed that they're playing Utah because there's no nightlife in Utah. So the Warriors are worried about being bored in Utah with no nightlife. Matt Barnes, who shouldn't be going out at night, says there's no comparison. No such thing, man. There's no nightlife in Utah. Obviously, as players, you want to be able to have a little bit of a nightlife, but the main focus is winning games. But as far as nightlife, there's no comparison to nightlife in Utah and L.A. Oh, that's a Mr. Captain Obvious there on Matt Barnes' part. Well done, Matt. Wait, you're saying Utah's nightlife is not the same as Los Angeles?
Welcome back, Captain Obvious.
Yes.
Gutsy call.
Yeah, the problem with Utah is that you're just sitting there and your mind is like dead because in L.A., you still got energy for the game. That's Andre Iguodala who said that. Because you're in L.A., you're like, man, this is just the vibe in L.A. But in Utah, it can kind of lull you to sleep. The vibe is just like, man, let's go out, get out of here.
I was once driving through southern Utah, and I stayed in a town, a dry county. I was about 22 years old at the time. When the person at the front desk of the hotel goes, yeah, there's no beer around here. This is a dry county. I'm like, county? I go, where would I get a beer around here? He goes, about 27 miles you drive to a town called St. George. It was disturbing when you're like 22, 23, 24.
In the mid-'90s, when Utah was playing the Bulls in the NBA Finals, we had a great time in Utah. Now, we did go to a place that wasn't marked with anything. There was no sign. We went down an alley.
Was it a club?
Yes, it was a club, underground club. And we went down an alley, and you knocked on a door. Somebody opened up the little slide there, and then they let you in. And I go in. Dennis Rodman's in there. Your favorite band, do you remember that band from Los Angeles that you talk about?
Steel Panther? Metal School?
They were guys dressed up. They had afros. And do you remember who they are?
Not the metal spoof band.
No, but they had afros and they were just a goofy band. I remember them being in there. Rodman was in there. He kept calling me. He'd call me Craig Sager every time he saw me. He'd say, "What's up, Segs?"
So you guys tore up Salt Lake City
a little bit. I mean, we had fun. I mean, the people were great, but it was one of those where you go down. I didn't know where we were going, and somebody said, "Follow me, and I'll take you to a place." And then you go in there, and all of a sudden you open it up, and it's like, "Wait, where are we?" And you're in Salt Lake City, and it was fun. Had a great time. We actually were disappointed we had to leave Salt Lake to go back to Chicago, believe it or not, as great as it was. People were great there. Had a lot of fun there. All right, got a stat of the day coming up. Let me see. What do we have? Anything else that needs to be mentioned here, Paulie?
Cavs, Raptors, that's all we got.
Cavs, Raptors. Oh, yeah, I saw that last night. There wasn't much going on there. Wizards, Celtics, Jazz, Warriors coming up tonight. Rockets go up 1-0. Let's see. We have our poll question, McLevin?
Yeah, we started with Jamie Moyer versus Tim Lincecum. Who do you want? 65% say Lincecum. I'm not sure Lincecum's the right guy because he's not like a Noah Syndergaard type flamethrower.
Yeah, but if you're just tuning in and that's the poll question, you're like, how did they get to Jamie Moyer and Tim Lincecum?
Want to go Rocket versus Spurs, weak salary?
A weak salary? No, but nobody's going out on a limb if you say the Rockets are going to beat San Antonio.
No, I think the Rockets win that poll. Most people think the Rockets are going to win. They have a 1-0
Yeah, they won 1-0 there. All right, got a stat of the day there. So 2 days, you can give me some music.
Stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day. Here comes that what? Stat of the day.
With 35 points last night, LeBron James needs just 24 to tie Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for second most in NBA postseason history, trailing the great Michael Jordan.
Stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day. Here comes that what? Stat of the day.
By the end of the postseason, LeBron will have the most points, postseason points in NBA history. Michael Jordan, 4,000. Let me see, what's he got here? How many points does Jordan have? 5,987. So LeBron will end up, he's going to be close to 6,000 points by the end of the postseason if they go to the NBA Finals there. Michael averaged 33 points per game postseason, Kareem 24, LeBron at 28. Those are the top three scorers. Trying to see who else is on that.
But to be fair, Michael never missed any shots during those games.
He did not. He did not miss one shot during the entire postseason.
Yeah. I was there.
Kobe is fourth on the list, then Shaquille O'Neal. Damn, Patrick, shut the hell up. Is 5. on that list. The Continental Tire stat of the day brought to you by, conveniently enough, Continental Tire. Yeah, how about that? In need of replacing 2 tires, always ensure the new tires are placed on the rear vehicle, not the front. It helps prevent fishtailing when braking in wet conditions. For more consistency, it's always best to replace all 4 tires at the same time. For more info, visit ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, for what you do. We'll do everything in slow motion coming up next as Kelly Rohrbach from Baywatch will join us coming up on the program. It's 18 after the hour. This is the Dan Patrick Show. It's National Barbecue Month, by the way. Did you guys know that? Wow. Yeah. And it's only a month. Like, I would think that it would be 11 months out of the year, not 1 month out of the year. Barbecue Month. Traeger Grills celebrate National Barbecue Month. And then there's Grill Fridays in the man cave back home. But you want to try the new grill from Traeger. We call it Traegering. You know, it's not barbecuing, it's Traegering. Smoke-based, roast, braise, grill. It's wood-fired convection power. They also have Wi-Fi. It's called Wi-Fire. You can control your grill from your phone if you need to. You can also download recipes. Become the envy of your street. Cook the best meat. Nice meat. If you need to lighten it up, take advantage of all that Traeger can offer. Recipes, they got it all for you. And it doesn't need to be a tomahawk chopped steak on your Traeger grill. You can do a lot of vegetables. You can do it all there. Go to TraegerGrills.com and order online or find a Traeger dealer near you and taste the wood-fired difference.
I played at a talent show. Harry was also in the talent show. My dad came and he said, "You should jam with him." And I'm like, "No, what? No." We just started writing. It took a long time to feel like we were doing something good that we could actually be proud of.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema. Join the crowd for their musical masterpiece.
Come on.
Okay. It'll be fun.
That won 6 Academy Awards.
Guess I'll see you in the movies.
Rated PG-13. Movies start at Channel 125.
You watch stuff on that thing?
Yes. Well, have you heard about Fullscreen? Sounds familiar.
Fullscreen is a subscription video on-demand platform and app available right now on your phone.
We got comedy.
We've got dramas.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It is a lot. It's over 1,500 hours of content.
And you can browse by mood. Stop.
Eligible AT&T wireless customers can get Fullscreen on us for 1 year. Plus, stream an app without using your data.
We, the device-loving people, want more than just unlimited data. We want unlimited entertainment, so we can stream unlimited action, punch unlimited robots, watch unlimited romance, if you're into that. But we also want more, like unlimited HBO.
Can I stop dying now, Mark?
No can do, mi amigo. It's unlimited.
Besides, you're really good at it, James.
Don't settle for any unlimited data plan. Only the AT&T Unlimited Plus plan comes with HBO included at no extra charge.
And now, great moments in DP show history.
Genevieve, you've been a very bad girl. I need to see that out of you. I need you to stare into the camera and think of the dirtiest things possible.
Thanks for watching. Great moments in DP show history.
They were always like the best looking dude. They looked like they got
Yeah, exactly, like
and
a
they'd be
firefighter type.
There's no traffic in Greenwich, Connecticut. They would do the white gloves on the hand.
And if you like tried to jaywalk, they'd be like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 ma'am, there's no cars.
No cars.
Do you want me to?
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Did you play golf where'd you play at Greenwich? Greenwich Country Club?
No, I grew up playing, do you know Wingfoot?
Yes.
Yeah.
You had a tough childhood.
Is that a nice?
How
Is
did
that a
you make it,
municipal?
Kelly?
Have you ever heard of?
Of one of the top 50 courses in the world?
Right down the street.
No.
Here we go.
All right.
And back.
Here we go.
For real.
Yeah.
You're back.
Another unsuspecting victim in here. She has no idea what she just walked into. Kelly Rohrbach.
There's a whole panel here. I'm
yes.
Like, whoa.
Those are called the Danettes there, Kelly.
The Danettes. Oh,
yeah, and they who do you think overdressed today? Now, McLovin, Fritzy here, that's Seton here, and Paulie at the very end. So if you were just sizing this up of somebody who looks like they gave some thought to their wardrobe today.
I would.
Seton or Paulie?
Paulie. But just because you look so nice. I mean, you all look nice. But like the beige khakis and come on, give it a twirl. Do it. Work.
No. She wants you to work the
As a walk off.
That's it. He's done.
Good. That's it.
Give it a twirl there. All right. So let me give the full introduction. Baywatch is out May 25th.
Yes. Go see.
And you play C.J. Parker.
I do.
Now that's the Pam Anderson role, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
How much of this is a comedy?
All of it. It's an action comedy. Yeah, it's totally meant to be.
Now, do you make fun of Baywatch?
No, it's not making fun at all. It's sort of playing into the idea of these are lifeguards who take themselves really seriously, and the idea that a lifeguard should be a cushy job, and that Zac Efron's character sort of comes in and holds a mirror to what we're doing, saying like, "Hey guys, chill out, just like get a tan, relax, check out the babes," and Dwayne's character, acts like a Navy SEAL, and we do too, kind of.
And they have their shirts off all the time, right? Like The Rock is looking for an excuse to take his shirt off.
Yeah.
But does Efron? Efron is the same way.
He's definitely looking for an excuse to show those abs. He worked very hard for those abs.
But have you seen a prettier man than Zac Efron? Like he's pretty, right?
He's very good looking. Great guy. Super nice.
Yeah. A great personality.
Yeah, great guy.
Right. Right. And how much slow motion do we have in this movie?
A lot.
I love slow motion.
It's a 4-hour movie. No, I'm kidding. No.
It would only be 2 hours if you sped it up.
Exactly.
Do you want to do more of this? Acting?
More. Yes, yeah. I love it. It's super fun.
What else are you going to do? Like, do you have other things?
I'm looking for my next thing right now. Obviously Baywatch is a comedy, so I think it's fun to stay in the comedy space. I like to have fun.
Plus, it's when it's like Brooklyn Decker did a movie with Adam Sandler, so it's nice when somebody who's pretty is also showing that they have comedic timing as well. Like, I don't know, do you want to do a dramatic role here?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. I mean, well, I think I actually started in acting. I went to Georgetown, and I was a theater major there, and then came out to LA and was doing acting, and did the co-star, then the guest star, then the pilot, then the web series, that whole thing, and then the modeling opportunity just arose, and I was like, why not, right?
What was the best show you were on? Like the best role you had?
Well, I played a cop on Rizzoli and Isles. Check that out.
Okay.
The least sexiest costume I've ever worn.
What was your? Do you remember? Did you have a line?
Yeah. The only one I remember, just because I used to get so hung up on it, is that's an apple skeever pan. Which is like a big part of the investigation. Like, I guess like somebody clocked someone over the head with an apple skeever pan, because my character could like recognize that it was like, I don't know.
I normally record all of those. I did not record that one, so I missed that one. But
you sure check it out, man. You missed some good content right there.
Normally, I mean, this doesn't happen normally, but when's the last time a man serenaded you?
Serenaded?
Sang.
Oh my God, that's such an old expression, serenade. Does it mean sing?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever sung to me.
No man has ever sung for you.
I don't think so, no. Have you guys ever sung for a girl?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been like, get over here, girl, and we'll sing you a tune?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait.
Like, come on. I complimented you, now throw me a serenade.
Is it creepy or
I'm not the
cool,
serenade
though?
guy in the crew.
All right, someone serenade.
Okay, Fritzy, would you serenade?
I'd be happy to.
Just a little bit here, because she's never. Let's ease into this.
I don't want to freak her out.
Yeah. Let's take it slow.
It's supposed to be a romantic, fun, nice thing.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
On the wings of love, up and above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love, on the wings of love. Only the two of us together flying high upon the wings of love.
Now,
Can I get your number?
We can work something out.
You can leave if you want to.
I'll see what he did.
He was going to sing "Creep" by Radiohead, but it didn't play as well.
Yeah, but so
Like, and under what circumstance would you use that? Like,
Pretty much
after
the Dan
dinner?
Patrick Show with Kelly Romack and
Okay,
Stevie.
got it. So it's not like, okay.
yeah, this isn't normal. He doesn't do it for his wife.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
she
you
does- she's
should.
heard
You
all my-
sh- you
she's heard all
should.
my songs already.
Well, you should. I mean, that might work wonders.
I've tried, and then she's like, you go throw the garbage out. Thanks.
That's why I don't think that's why I think serenading isn't a thing. As beautiful as you sound, I was like, all right, you can stop now.
You can see her in Baywatch at Hits Theaters May 25th. You had no idea what you were walking into
No,
today,
I
did
love
you?
these Danettes. What a good name.
How big a
Danettes.
sports fan are you?
I mean, I grew up. So I'm a golfer. I
Yeah.
play collegiate golf. So that's kind of my sport. Which
I saw you at Pebble Beach.
I know. I think we were supposed to do something.
I was
and then-
out there, and I third hole, you made a very, very long putt. You were playing with Gary Woodland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw you make the putt.
I think
You were
that-
off the green.
I think that was the hole that he chipped in, and everybody
made a
on
putt.
that
Everybody
hole-
made a
yeah,
shot
we
there.
had like
but
a
you had
crazy hole.
one from all the way across the green.
I did.
But you weren't intimidated at all out there.
No, it was super fun.
Who'd you meet that you hadn't met before? There's a few celebrities out there.
Yeah, I met. I'm trying to think. I met Kelly Slater. That was cool.
Did you know who Kelly Slater was?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He actually used to be on Baywatch.
I was going to say, he was a Baywatch alum.
Yeah, which I thought was funny. Kelly and Kelly.
He was the original Baywatch guy.
He was like a surfer on it.
Yeah.
And then I met.
Did you meet Clint Eastwood?
I didn't. No, I don't think he was there.
He was under the weather.
Right.
But I know he came there for the last
Yeah,
day.
like I played in that little like celebrity thing on Wednesday, so
Oh,
I met
the-
like Bill Murray.
That you went out to the
and,
par 3 7th.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You met Bill Murray?
Yeah. But I'm like the worst. I don't know who with celebrities. I don't know.
What? Wait, you don't know who Bill Murray is?
No, I know who Bill Murray
okay.
is, but like half the people in my group, I was like, so what do you do? I'm an actor. I was like, and I love your work.
Mark Wahlberg.
You are my favorite.
Mark Wahlberg
Yeah,
was there.
I'd met him before. Yeah.
Okay. But you need to get their bios before you go out there.
Where is that available? I mean, how
They
do you-
would give that to you. You just go to the...
I didn't know who was playing in the tournament. How did you know who was playing?
Well, I got sources.
Well, I don't have a crew of Danettes that can give me that kind of information.
Yeah.
You know.
But if you could be a pro golfer
Yeah.
or doing what you're doing.
Honestly, after this tournament, I was like, not a bad gig. It's so fun.
But if you had to make your living doing it, because it's different if you're just out there and nothing's attached to it as far as the money you're going to make.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, I guess, between the two in the sense that you're sort of both freelance and you're like, don't really know
Where your next gig
where
is
your
going.
next gig is going to be. Acting. I mean, I sort of actually had to make that decision in college. I was recruited to Georgetown for golf, and then when I got there, took an acting class because they put all the athletes in the acting.
Was it an easy A there in acting?
You betcha. You betcha.
How
Thank you, Susan Linsky, for the only A+ I ever got in college.
How deep is the plot of Baywatch? Just in case I'm not able to follow the plot line of Baywatch. Can you help us there?
Yes. So there is. Are you joking? No. I covered
yes, you
I was
did.
like,
Yeah.
I know exactly what the
See,
tagline is. I have been practicing that.
Okay, do it. I know you've been practicing.
Actually, I haven't.
So do the tagline for Baywatch.
Okay, so it's a group of lifeguards who take themselves very seriously, and because they do so, they're able to pick up on a underground drug ring that's going to overtake the beach.
It's pretty
They're
heavy
able
stuff,
to, yeah,
Kelly.
Yeah, it's dark. It's some dark material we're working with.
Will somebody get nominated for an Academy Award off of this?
I would be surprised if someone didn't.
You would that they would.
I would be shocked. I would feel scorned by the Academy if we did not.
Is there going to be a sequel to this?
I hope so. Yeah.
Does anybody die?
Yes. Oh yeah. I think we have like 3 deaths.
You do?
There's a shark attack. I mean, there's got to be a shark attack. Come on, right?
Okay.
There's a shark attack. There's
Does The Rock live?
Yes.
Oh, he does.
But he does get shot. Oh.
Don't spoil it. Uh-oh.
I'm so mad at this. I haven't seen you all the time in press.
They shouldn't.
Santa's not real.
They shouldn't tell you something because you can't keep a secret, can you?
No, I can't.
You can't. You just told us. Now there's no reason to go. The Rock gets shot.
Well, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe I was lying. I don't know. You'll have to go see it.
Does Zac Efron shoot The Rock?
You'll have to go see it. I don't know what to tell you, Dan. Now you see that feels like another trick. I would have fallen for that.
Did you talk to Pam Anderson about this role?
I didn't, but I didn't know. But there are cameos.
Oh, so Pammy's in this?
I don't know. You'll have to go
You
see it.
just told
See,
me
now look at
there's a
this. Look at
cameo in
this
here.
advertising I'm doing.
So Pam Anderson cameo.
No, I don't know.
Who else could be a cameo?
Dan, you're going to have to go see it.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be.
I'll give you a free ticket. I promise. All these questions will be answered in 3 weeks.
Can I bring the Danettes as well?
Of course.
Yeah.
Come on down.
What about the red carpet treatment? I have Fritzy on the red carpet, and I serenade you as you walk down the red carpet.
You are more than welcome to come.
Okay. The movie is Baywatch. It hits theaters May 25th. Oh, there's so many plot twists and turns in here. It's going to be incredible. A 4-hour movie in slow motion, 2 hours in regular speed. You'll love Baywatch. Also, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. How many issues have you been in?
I did 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, it was fun. It was great. And then I was shooting the movie when I would have done the third one, so I was...
Tell us how the photographer talks to you when you're doing your sports... There you are. Your swimsuit.
Just like you.
No. It's not like that, because Fritzy does creepy things. But
Was it really creepy?
Yes,
I was talking to when Genevieve Morton was here. There was questions as to when I was playing the photographer that I went a little overboard to try to get the sexiness out of it.
They should have girl photographers.
But do they work you? They're trying to get your best out of you.
Sure, yeah.
But they don't say like stupid things, do they?
No. It's like what you imagine it to be. Like great work, perfect, gorgeous. A lot of that, you know. Everything's gorgeous. You're like, well, there must have been one that wasn't. I mean, come on. Gorgeous. Even more gorgeous. You're
You can see her in Baywatch. It hits theaters May 25th.
I was sneezing in that one. Are you sure it was gorgeous?
Fritzy, would you serenade Kelly as we go to break here? The movie is Baywatch.
Can I have some Barry White?
Barry White.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't get enough of your baby.
May 25th, Baywatch. Give us a little bit before we go to break there, Fritzy.
My friends wonder why I call you all the time. What can I say? I don't feel the need to give such secrets away.
We're back
because
after
your
this.
kiss is on my list.
There you go. You survived.
Two Oregon ranchers must go back to prison for starting fires that burned on federal land.
They say that there was an armed standoff. That is a total lie.
They flat out told me these people are not going back to prison.
We're going to make a hard stand.
The militia say they're not ruling out violence if police try to remove them.
This is not 240 years ago. You cannot go to war against the federal government.
Oh my God! Something's seriously wrong in this country.
This season, create your own game day experience with NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Watch every out-of-market game every Sunday, no matter where you are, and stream them your way, live on your favorite devices. Never miss a second of the action. Order NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV.
Amazing.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
We gotta go mine. This is where wash your money becomes a player.
These people are using you.
If it's mine, I found it. These people are killers.
How did 17 billion disappear overnight?
Rated R. Movies start at Channel 125.
Another monumental season comes to life with MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Catch the biggest moments from baseball's best all season long. Follow your teams, favorite players, no matter where you are. And with MLB.tv included, you can watch nearly 90 live games a week on your favorite devices. That's every milestone and miracle on the screen of your choice. Order MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV.
ready to take two?
Give it the love.
I just want to recap what happened in the hallway. I said to Kelly, I go, thanks for coming by. You did a good job. She goes, by the way, I really did like your outfit. I went, oh. And then I walked. I think I went, oh. Was my line back to her. Oh. And I walked in. I did my best.
I think you worked a little too hard.
My wife's I'm going to hear it. Dana, my wife, will go, sometimes Saturday afternoon, she'll be like, so you dressed up for the girl from Baywatch? And I'll be like this, and I'll be like, why didn't you dress up when Daniel Jeremiah from the NFL Network came by?
But Fritzy, no cologne today.
No cologne.
Surprising.
Maybe
you didn't get a hug in there, did you?
No, I kept it simple.
She was very upfront with the handshake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she came in like this.
Hey, how you doing? All the way down the hallway. Hey, how are you?
She got a long day. She doesn't want.
Well, because Fritzy usually comes out the week like this.
Okay.
And Fritzy goes like this. Hi, Kelly, and she went hi.
Because her heels were in Playa del Rey and her arm Marina del Rey.
Fritzy had a hug with a Callaway employee yesterday. Fritzy did a hug with a guy we'd never met before.
I didn't rub his stomach.
No, and I was saying, hey, good to meet you. He kind of went like that. And I was like, do we know this guy? And I go, no, we never met him before.
Yeah, and then I said,
hey,
good to see you. He goes, actually, Brian.
Little belly pat. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, how's
Thanks for having us.
Why are you touching that man?
But you'll do that. I don't know why you rub somebody's belly.
I'm not sure.
It's a guy.
Yeah.
Like
what? I touch a lot.
Like anyone else's stomach who didn't really ask you to is essentially off limits.
Yeah. I have to learn the social barriers.
A dog or a puppy, that's fine.
Yeah. But even they roll over to give it to you.
It's a good story. I have a surfing story.
Even they say, go ahead, do it.
But even if you, like a pregnant woman, I would imagine you would be rubbing her belly.
There's certain...
But it does feel like that belly is community property of a woman who's pregnant.
It drove me nuts when my wife was pregnant and people would just go up and be like, hey, you're like, dude, leave her alone.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's no good.
What are you doing?
3 things up there, Dan.
The race for the Triple Crown begins with the Kentucky Derby. Coverage begins Saturday at noon Eastern on NBCSN, continues at 2:30 Eastern on NBC. Part of NBC Sports Championship season, presented by Canada Dry Ginger Ale. I think Mike Tirico will join us a little bit later on in the week from Kentucky Derby to Churchill Downs. Yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday. Yep. Thursday is going to be joining us. Just saw this with Alabama head coach Nick Saban. Will make over $11 million this season under a new 3-year contract extension. That includes a $4 million signing bonus approved by the University Board of Trustees Compensation Committee. Altogether, 8-year deal running through 2025 pays Saban $65 million. First time the school has altered his agreement since 2014.
That long, huh?
Yeah, he's had to wait a long time.
He was probably getting pretty restless.
Yeah.
Scraping by.
Yeah.
How many times do you think he's going to get a raise or his contract adjusted by 2025?
Is he still coaching by 2025? I'm going to say no. Yes, Paulie.
But Nick Saban's one of those guys I don't think you begrudge for making that much because he's worth so much more to the state of Alabama and that university. He brings in 4 times what he's paid. He's probably the biggest bargain in sports.
Yes.
Yeah, a quarterback like Brock Osweiler gets $17 million a year, and when you look at what the players make, the coaches are.
Brock Osweiler did a poor job for $17 million. Nick Saban does a spotless job.
Now Harbaugh is set to make $7 million this season, $7.5 in 2018.
I'm gonna guess that's gonna bump up here,
and he hasn't won anything. John Calipari, $7 million this past season, going to make 7.4 next season, and then go up to $8 million. I wonder now, when you want to get a coach, and can you pay Nick Saban enough to leave Alabama? That's what I wondered, and I didn't know if Texas, because at the time, remember, when he was flirting with Texas, I said, just give him $10 million. As it turns out, that might have been not enough, $10 million. But Harbaugh's done a great thing that he's brought back Michigan to be relevant. But his mission isn't complete. This isn't successful hire until he beats Ohio State. All the other stuff he's done, you're getting a lot of publicity. These satellite camps. You're going to Rome. You're tweaking Ohio State, but you have to beat Ohio State, or this doesn't matter. As much publicity as Jim's gotten, and I think he's great for the Big Ten. I love the fact that there's a little bit more friction with Ohio State and Michigan. But you look at Saban, you look at Harbaugh, Coach K, Calipari, Belichick, Popovich. Who's the most valuable coach in sports?
Valuable, not successful, valuable. Where if they left that program, franchise, they would stop winning almost immediately or win much less.
Well, see, Harbaugh hasn't won anything yet. But he made them part of the college football discussion again. You have to be relevant. That's the one thing. You can't afford to be second tier, and he's kept them relevant. Yes, McGovern.
Right, I mean, arguably you could say Urban Meyer's been a better coach, but why does Harbaugh go on that list? For me, I would put Harbaugh as more valuable.
Well, but you had Urban Meyer going into an already successful program. That Tressel, they were successful with Jim Tressel. Harbaugh's following Brady Hoke, and Michigan football had fallen off considerably since Lloyd Carr. So Harbaugh goes in there. Yeah, McLevin.
Remember when we were talking about Harbaugh? We were debating, will Harbaugh go pro about 6 months ago at the end of the last NFL year? That feels like a long time ago. It really feels like he's now, for some reason, more in it for the long haul in Michigan, at least to us. He might have been the whole time.
Yeah, but I said that. I had been told that by somebody who's one of his friends who said, look, he loves what he's doing. How can you leave your alma mater after this amount of time? If he does something special there, then he's a guy who's a fixer. I'm going to go in. I can. He brought back Stanford football. He when he went to the Niners, what he did with them, he's a great coach. But the mission's not over at Michigan. It just started there. Does Saban retire at Alabama? You'd think, but I don't think he coaches 2025. Coach K, how much longer is he going to coach? Belichick, how much longer is he going to coach? Popovich, same thing. Calipari's younger. I'm thinking Belichick because you're winning Super Bowls. If I take him out of there, although if you set up the blueprint, does the next guy... Is Josh McDaniels going to be able to run the Patriots the way Belichick has run the Patriots? And the answer is probably not. The successor for Coach K, that's so fluid. You got to get guys for 1 year. That's the hard part. If you sign with the Patriots, I've got you for a couple of years. I can sign you up for a couple of years. Popovich, I don't know how much longer he's going to do it. I feel like he's setting it up for Becky Hammond to take over as a head coach in San Antonio.
I always wonder what would happen to Popovich's career with the Spurs if David Robinson didn't have the back injury that got them Tim Duncan. Because he's still a great coach. It doesn't really matter. But lucking into Duncan because of a back injury, it's kind of like with the Colts getting Andrew Luck. They didn't really have that in the cards.
If Peyton doesn't get hurt.
Right. That's it. David Robinson's back
Well, they didn't
injury.
want David to come back that season.
Right.
Like, David, don't come back. Well, what would have happened if Rick Pitino was the Celtics coach and they got Tim Duncan?
That lottery killed the Celtics.
It did.
Did they get Chauncey
and
Billups?
Mercer.
Ron Mercer?
Yeah, and Chauncey.
But at the time, it was like, wow, look at that. They got a great guard and a power small forward.
But they didn't get Timmy D. Yeah, McLevin.
What do you think of Coach K? Is a funny one. Like, he's got like 5 great coaches out there who are under him. Do you have any idea who they tapped? Chris Collins, Amaker, Dawkins, Wojo. That's a weird one. Capel, who's there?
There are going to be a lot of hurt feelings there. But Collins has done a great job at Northwest. It just feels like it's like Uber drivers. Like they're all around the target, but they're not going to the destination yet. But they're there. They're just like circling. Okay, we'll just go around the block again. Go around the block again. Call me. Oh, there you go. How quickly can you be here? 1 minute away. Pull up outside. Dan, yes. I'm your driver. All right, we'll take a break. We'll get to your phone calls on this. Most valuable coach in sports is who? Make a strong case that the guy is going to make $11 million. Nick Saban is. But we'll take your phone calls coming up. Krista Thompson joins us on loan from Fox Sports coming up top of the hour. Dan Patrick Show.
I'm Tim Ferriss, author, entrepreneur, angel investor, and now TV host. I've spent my entire adult life asking questions, then scouring the globe to find the answers. Now, on this stage, we'll sit down with world-class performers of all types to dissect the strategies that they use to ultimately succeed. The goal isn't to be fearless. The goal is to learn to fear less.
Fearless with Tim Ferriss premieres Tuesday, May 30th on Audience.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
If you say his name, or even think it, he'll come for you. He makes us see things.
Don't say it, don't think it.
He makes us do things.
Don't say it, don't think it. Don't say it, don't think it.
No, it's a trick!
Don't say it, don't think it. Don't say it, don't think it.
Bye-bye, man.
The Bye Bye Man, unrated. Now playing on DirecTV Cinema. Movie starting channel 125.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
The vampire and lichen clans had been at war for centuries, turning our world into a battlefield. Now a new war is being waged.
If you want to win this war, you will have to go further than any warrior has ever ventured before.
Looking for someone?
Underworld Blood Wars. Movies start at channel 125.
I don't care who remembers me. Doesn't mean anything. You win, you go out on your own terms. You lose. They push you out. You may be too old to fight. But I'm never too old to be a legend.
He seems to have nothing to do, and he watches the show all the time, and he loves to contact the show and trade notes with the guys on the show. He doesn't seem to have a lot going on. His name is Josh Duhamel, the actor. He's texted me, Fritzy, I think every guy in the room, and you, this week to comment on the show. Josh seems like a solid working actor. He's always got jobs.
Well, I think he's got a lot going on.
Got a son?
Gone for him. Yeah, you're married to Fergie. And
Easy on the eyes?
Yeah, he's got his little boy, Axel.
I feel that he's got nothing going on this week.
How do you know he's not doing anything other than watching the show?
Because he texts all of us every 10 minutes? Or it could be like in a movie set just with downtime.
Oh, hey, hold up. I got a text. Shut up, Paulie.
Yeah.
It's interactive.
We got to get Josh a job then.
Poor little guy.
Yeah.
If only he'd get a break.
Yeah.
Those good-looking guys.
Life is so unfair.
They've got
other than the genetic lottery.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor fella.
Things will pick up.
Remember when he came in sweatpants and he didn't know this was a TV show?
Oh my God.
That was hilarious.
So this on TV?
Yeah. He's like, I thought it was a radio show.
Yeah, all these cameras here. Yeah, Josh.
And it's like sweatpants and they have like paint stains on them. Right.
Yeah, didn't he have some stupid hat on or something?
He's still looking way better.
And he goes, I always forget this is on TV too.
Like, you watch it.
Exactly.
Like we watch it though.
You watch this show and text us, and then invite him over
and then you forget it's on TV.
I think we should invite him over this week because I think his mornings are pretty free.
As a sympathy invite, we're going to invite Josh Duhamel.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
I feel.
Egads.
I don't know how he gets up in the morning.
Egads.
Is Carissa Thompson here, Fritzy?
Sure is.
Dan, I got a surfing story for you.
Surfing story. Oh. You got a song picked out for Carissa, Fritzy?
I do.
Are you and McLevin going to duet? Did you see Kelly Rohrbach's face when you started to sing?
She was like a little frightened.
She didn't know what serenade was. Like, it's such an old term. She like, serenade? You mean sing?
Why is he singing at me?
You're back. Singing at me. Yeah, it's not singing.
Most valuable coach in sports. Highest paid coach is Nick Saban. Coach, is anybody getting paid more than Nick Saban? What's Belichick? We don't even know what Belichick makes, do we? Have you seen any salaries on Belichick? I don't want to talk about my salary right now. I'm just well compensated.
He doesn't seem like he blows a lot of dough on clothes and stuff.
But he's got a nice boat, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think he takes trips all the time. Yes.
Have you ever hung around with him? We
No.
keep hearing these stories about he's hilarious. He's the funniest guy ever.
No, I told you the story when I'm at the Jets game, and was this the Sanchez butt fumble? and Belichick came out of the locker room and was walking on the field, and I'm with Rodney Harrison and Tony Dungy. So Rodney, of course, played for him, and Tony coached against him. So we're standing there. Coach comes out. Hey, Rodney. All right. Hey, Coach. How are you? And he gets to me. He just keeps walking. I didn't even put my hand out because I thought, you know what? I'd rather it be awkward that, he puts his hand out, and I just thought, he may not know who I am or care who I am. Oh, okay. Great to see you. Yeah, Paulie.
I got to meet briefly Coach Belichick and his girlfriend a couple years ago. His girlfriend is the life of the party. Talkative, joking, fun, bright, chatty. Yeah. She picks up all the slack, if you know what I mean. He doesn't have to do any talking. He does a lot of head nodding and smiling and handshaking, and he kept moving. It was pretty cool.
Yes, Richard.
Wasn't there a party that wanted to say, Coach, why you just blow me off? Just in a fun, kind of silly way.
No.
And then he could say, well, I'm on to Kansas City. And just blow you off a second time.
Yes, McLeod.
I'm seeing the last reports I'm seeing are Belichick makes around $7.5 million, whereas Sean Payton, remember, signed that big deal at about $9 million.
Yeah.
And Pete Carroll's right around $8 million now, but this changes pretty quickly.
So Saban is signing a contract extension over $11 million. Who is the most valuable coach in sports? I guess you go Belichick because he's winning Super Bowls. Saban's winning national titles, but you're held in higher esteem when you do it in the NFL, not college. Robert in Texas joins us. Hey, Robert, what do you have for me today?
5'9", 222. Yes, the most valuable coach in sports was Jimmy Johnson with the Dallas Cowboys. I know it's not recent, but everything that happened with the Cowboys post-Jimmy Johnson speaks for itself. Big fan. Love the show. Thanks for all you do, Dan.
Thank you, Robert. But he was also maybe the most valuable coach when he was at Miami with what he created there and then what he created with the Cowboys and the fact that they haven't won anything since he left. I wonder what would have happened if Jimmy had stayed, if he could have coexisted with Jerry Jones. Brilliant football mind. Barry Switzer got a Super Bowl that was really set up for him by Jimmy Johnson. But Jimmy got a couple of Super Bowls there with Dallas. Yes, Paul.
Jimmy Johnson leaving early, though, makes his career look so much better. He never stuck around long enough to stink or to have a downtime or get fired.
Matthew in Florida joins us. Hey, Matthew, what do you have for me?
Hey, Dan, love the show. How's everything?
Great, Matt.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have to be honest, and I'm not one of those that likes to put down any sport, but for my money, women's basketball, college in general, I guess, may have ceased to be a sport. Had it not been for Gino Auriemma and what he's done there, I think as far as valuable coaching, he keeps the sport alive. Forget the payment and everything else. No one would have watched that game where Mississippi State beat them had it not been for him and everything he's done there.
Okay. I didn't expect that answer today, but thank you, Matt. I certainly understand Gino Auriemma's value to women's college basketball. It'd be nice if there were other teams that could step up on the same level as Connecticut. South Carolina winning the national title and Mississippi State pulling off the upset, but it'd be better for college basketball if there were a few more quality teams out there. Bill in Mississippi joins us. Hi, Bill. What do you have?
Hey, Dan, look, really respect what you and the Danettes do in this industry, but wanted to share with you, I think we're comparing apples to oranges between the college and the professional coaches in that I think it's easier for a college coach to have a greater impact in his community or on the campus. When Saban got to Alabama a few years ago, there was an article in Business Week or Forbes or something. They had about $400 million in building bonds out, and through his personal efforts, they fundraised enough money to go completely debt-free on those bonds. And so probably the $11 million is a bargain.
Oh, I think it is. And you're right. I mean, we know that you're more important to the community as a college coach than you are a pro coach. Nobody's talking about Bill Belichick, contributing to Boston or the New England area, other than being a great coach. But, it's an interesting discussion. Most valuable coach of all time. How about that one?
That's hot sports radio. That is hot.
John Wooden.
You think?
Red Auerbach.
Wouldn't you like to see, and I'm not trying to anger Alabama fans, wouldn't you like to see what would happen if Nick Saban had a 5-8 season, just one anomaly season where everything went wrong, and see how fast people jumped off the bandwagon or they stuck with him completely blindly?
Well, what if he went 9-3?
Which would be terrible for him.
8-4. They'd be like, Coach, what's going on? But imagine everywhere you go, everybody's going to be asking, hey, Coach, what's the problem? What's going on? It's like in Hoosiers when Gene Hackman goes in and gets his hair cut, and everybody wants to know, Coach, what kind of offense you going to run? What's like the little community in Hoosiers is the entire state of Alabama there,
Right.
no matter where he goes.
One big haircut place.
Yeah. All right. What's the update on the poll results?
Okay, I just switched it to most valuable coach. I want to go all time and throw Lombardi versus Wooden. Let's get it on.
Or Red Auerbach. I think Red might be the most valuable.
Knute Rockne.
All right, 2 hours in the books, one more to go. Carissa Thompson will join us coming up. Fritzy and McLovin with a duet for Carissa Thompson. So emotional. So emotional.
Everything you need to know is in those envelopes. Do not open these envelopes until you have left the office.
I started opening it before I heard the rest. Do you mind if I borrow a piece of tape?
Ricky, how long are we going to be here?
I have no idea.
No, that's my point. You might have to make it last.
I think Maxie wants us to roll hard. Why the hell would he give us all the bread?
What do you ask to do?
Take the money to the Welshman. He's gonna check it. He's gonna hand you his marker. And you're done.
We need guns. We don't need guns.
I'm telling you, man, I'm pretty sure we need guns.
Are we working now or something?
They put down the champagne and act like you've been here before.
The ladies just bought the champagne for the whole table.
Hey, Jimmy, where are they taking us?
Yeah, where they gonna whack us, Jimmy?
That's one way to handle people.
Lie down now, I'm gonna have to bust you up.
Think I wanna shoot a damn cop?
That's a nice interview. You'd like to see what kind of left he's got. Where are we going with this, Romeo? I'm a rageaholic. You disrespect me, I'm gonna react. Work the case. Now you're telling me how to do my job.
12 years on the job, I never seen nothing like this.
He's gonna put himself in jail for a case no one's even looking at.
Every one of those guys knew exactly what we looked like.
Oh, jeez. He's a cop. You didn't go through his pockets? Your father killed that girl.
He wouldn't do something like that.
You let this be a lesson. Those that don't learn from history are condemned to repeat it, pal.
Now playing exclusively on DirecTV Cinema.
British Secret Service have an agent in the area. Al Hitler. Picked up coded radio transmissions from the vicinity. Could be a kidnap attempt, most likely an assassination.
I gave my life to the fatherland, and this is my thanks.
Trust me. She did.
Did you expect me to betray my oath?
No!
The Exception. Now playing exclusively on DirecTV Cinema.
This season, create your own game day experience with NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Watch every out-of-market game every Sunday, no matter where you are, and stream them your way, live on your favorite devices. Never miss a second of the action. Order NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV.
Amazing!
Moving a 295-pound refrigerator is not easy. Moving your wife's 17th century colonial stemware collection is rarely easy. Moving Mr. Smooches is never easy. Fortunately, moving your favorite entertainment with DirecTV is always easy. Just one call before you move is all it takes. Done. The DirecTV Movers deal. Easy Now comes with bundles and equipment upgrades too. Call and ask about all the benefits today.
Scylla. It's the company's black book. Whistler's got it.
Alex told you about Scylla? I haven't. There's one last step, breaking into a secured structure. So now you need my help. If we do this thing right, we'll be close to where it ends. You better have one hell of a plan, Michael.
Some people still fight for this country. Where's the book?
This is our fight.
You're not going back to prison.
We're in.
Day 2 of the Taco Tour. Andrew Perla from the Dan Patrick Show. I'm here with Paul Papps, Rams quarterback Sean Mannion. Now we're headed to the beach. Paul, I know you love seafood. I got a treat for you, buddy.
We're in Venice. I love seafood. Let's do it.
All right, we're going to La Isla Bonita. Sean, can you eat a couple more tacos?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Sean, so you understand this, I prepared a whiteboard here. Now, we have your basics, your asada, your pollo, your carnitas. But But the reason you come to La Isla Bonita, the ceviche.
Whoa. What is ceviche?
Raw fish marinated in lime juice.
Feel good about this, big man?
I feel pretty good about it, yeah.
You're not grossed out by raw fish?
No, I think I'm well informed from this presentation.
It's time to order. The Rams are on the clock. Go.
I'll have a ceviche tostada, and I'll have 2 tacos, 1 asada, and 1 pollo.
He's got the height. He's got the reach. He's got the politeness you want at the end of an order.
Yeah, he's got taco intelligence. Look at that, a ceviche tostada. This is perfection. Based on this tan, I spent a lot of time at the beach, and this is the kind of thing I like to eat at the beach.
Now, Sean, after today, what's the second best moment of your life? Marriage?
Yeah, probably my marriage. Wedding day.
It's time for our second taco tutorial. When you're holding a taco, especially from a food truck, you want to bring your head to this area and bite. That prevents spillage. I bite it like this. I risk all the goodness going out of the back end onto the plate. So again, Sean, ready? Head this way. Big bite.
All right, what did you guys think of the ceviche?
Ceviche was good, a little lime, coolness, some seafood at the beach, but the tacos were great too. I like the diced onion and cilantro.
It was very good. Loved it.
Awesome. Well, it's been a real fun time at La Isla Bonita. What do you say we go to the beach, make an afternoon out of it?
Do it, bro.
That's going to be a definite no for me, but it was fun.
Sean? Me and you, Pearl? Let's go. Let's kick it.
I'm going with Sean.
Go to get some more tacos.
Where's my money?
Unfortunately, I don't have it. I can get you $10 million.
This microchip belongs to my employer. You're going to get it back for us.
The chip and the warehouse, they're connected. We work together to figure out who these people are.
If I do this, I get complete control. We hit the jackpot. $10 million.
You know she's going to kill you.
Good night and thank you.
You don't know me very well.
Rogue, all new, tomorrow at 9 on Audience.
We, the device-loving people, want more than just unlimited data. We want unlimited entertainment, so we can stream unlimited action, punch unlimited robots, watch unlimited romance, if you're into that. But we also want more, like unlimited HBO.
Can I stop dying now, Mark?
No can do, mi amigo. It's unlimited.
Besides, you're really good at it, James.
Don't settle for any unlimited data plan. Only the AT&T Unlimited Plus plan comes with HBO included at no extra charge.
I'll take it for $100 a week for the rest of my life.
Perfect. This is great.
Do I have to wear a damn suit? My goodness.
Oh, were you being naughty?
Naughty. Are you effing kidding me?
Oh, we got one more shot.
Get off the set!
That was pretty amazing.
Los Angeles. A very disappointed Cuba City.
Our coach doesn't adjust. Remove himself from the GM or, do us a favor and just quit.
The somewhat distraught city of Los Angeles.
Why don't we get Jerry West?
It's the Dan Patrick Show.
Come on, player.
Todd McShay had a busy weekend. Do you have your number one pick next year already?
Oh, jeez. Absolute worst assignment I have all year long is in 3 days I've got to do a stinking 2018 mock draft. And Sam Darnold, I covered 2 of his games live this year and have seen enough out of USC to think he's a number 1 overall pick or top 5 pick next year. The guy I actually covered in his championship game, conference championship game, was Josh Allen from Wyoming.
Uh-oh, guy at a school that nobody watches.
We said years ago that this guy would be a first-round draft choice. I think, 3-4 years ago.
Paulie, calm down.
He may be the most physically gifted quarterback to come out in 5 years.
Here he is, day 2 of his
La La Land.
Yes, absolutely.
adventure. It's Dan Patrick.
Final hour on this Tuesday, Dan and the Danettes, Dan Patrick Show here in Los Angeles. Been an eventful trip so far. Nobody's gotten hurt. Just feelings. Good dinner last night. Morale boosting. No real awkward moments, I don't think, last night. Paulie, for the most part?
A couple stories that are just stay at the table stories.
Yeah.
When someone at the table has to say, when they have to preface a story, no one repeat this. With like a threatening look.
Okay, and then you got Fritzy asking questions Like, we're not even done with the story, and then you're asking questions. You're
But I should have
terrible.
waited?
Yes.
No, because he put that bug in my ear. He's like, look, you're usually more talkative, and what's wrong? How come
No
you're not
names
peppering
here.
me with
No
questions?
names here. No
I didn't give a
names.
name.
But you're like the guy who watches a movie and you're asking questions during the movie. Like, why would you go in there? Or don't do that. Like, shut up. We can't get a good story
I'm
out.
still working on those social cues,
All
like
right.
when you can
Okay.
jump in.
All right. Carissa Thompson, Fox Sports NFL Kickoff Show and co-host of Extra. She joins us. It's great to see you again, as always. Thanks for coming in.
You guys just did what everyone hates. You just pretended to talk about the story, and then now no one knows what the story's about.
Yes.
That's the worst. I'd love to tell you, but I can't. Well, let's talk about it for 20 minutes, and then not.
Why does Dan alienate his viewers and listeners like that?
why do you do that?
We've been working on that. Because it's like it's Dan's world, and then occasionally he'll let everybody else in.
It's your world.
But it was an awkward, it was a team-building dinner, and then it always ends up with some stories, and then you're terrible because you don't let anybody tell a story.
Because I like it to be about me. I like being the center of attention and making everybody laugh. And when someone else is occupying everybody's time, I'm like, I can just go home. We got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't need to be-
And what happened last night? We had great wine, and Fritzy doesn't drink.
I had some wine.
And of
though.
course he has. So whenever it's great wine, Fritzy will have wine, even though he doesn't drink
You
it.
give me this dirty look, like, why
I
are you
do.
wasting the
I-
wine? It's
I
very
know.
expensive.
Is that why you looked flushed? Because I thought this was a suntan.
Some of it is the suntan.
Some of it's just
Some
fake.
of it's I imbibed a little bit less.
I drink bottles of wine. So for you, if you have a sip, are you drunk right away?
I get a little buzz going.
Yeah, I like that.
And we were with some executive types, and Dan's looking at me like, you should really behave yourself and stop drinking.
Executive types. You were with the brass, and you're supposed to be on your best behavior.
That's what Dan expects of us, but how things went is a whole different story.
Yeah.
If you'd like to get in touch with the program, you can. 877-3DP-SHOW, email address dp@danpatrick.com. We say good morning to our radio and TV partners around the country. You want to get it out of the way first. There was a great moment at the Super Bowl in Houston when McLovin and Fritzy did a duet for you.
I mean, I'm still trying to get over how well that
Have you
went.
had a man sing for you before?
I've never had a man sing for me.
Okay. Kelly Rohrbach, the swimsuit model, and she's in Baywatch, she said that she'd never had somebody do that. It's a lost art here.
Did you guys sing for her?
I
Come
did.
on.
But
Come on,
no,
you just go around singing.
No,
for
I sung a couple of verses of On the Wings of Love, but I have a longer version and a song that I like a lot more that I saved for you.
First of all, I had switched over to have a crush on McLovin because I was over you. Now I'm really over
No,
you.
you can't.
Your
You can't
wife
say
is probably
that.
like, get this brought off here. But I'm telling you, now you're singing to anyone.
I'm going to make it up to you, though.
In fairness to Fritzy, I did ask him to sing to Kelly because I thought it would be really awkward, and I wanted to see her face. And it was really awkward. Like, she didn't appreciate it like you appreciated this at the Super Bowl.
Was she creeped out?
She wasn't creeped out, but she kind of had that, like, you don't know me like that. And I'm like, I don't know. That's the vibe I got. Well, she felt like maybe I was singing at her as opposed to singing to her. It was a little weird.
She did say at one point, oh, yeah, it was funny, and then I wanted you to stop. I think that was the quote.
Is that not rude? It's one of the guests that we invited her on the show, and that's what she said.
Well, she's hot. She could say whatever she
Yeah,
wants.
but we brought her in to promote Baywatch, everything. Don't diss me.
And I heard she gave away the ending?
Well, she didn't give away the ending to Baywatch. She just said The Rock got shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the ending. Maybe it's a cliffhanger, and then they have a sequel to it.
Well, she could say whatever she wants.
And that she wants to continue her acting career in the comedy genre. So that's we should look out for more
Thank you,
comedic
Tom.
roles from Kelly.
Oh, yeah, well, you could be her agent.
I would
Sounds
love
like
that.
you guys hit it off.
She's Carissa Thompson, Fox Sports NFL
Bitter.
Kickoff Show.
Bitter spelled with one T.
And co-host of Extra Extra. Did you almost move to the East Coast to work?
You tried to get this. Look at this guy. You did this for the Super Bowl, you're playing coy. And look at what happened. Did I end up taking that job? No, it was never even offered to me.
Did anybody talk to you? Not offered. Did anybody talk to your people?
It doesn't matter now, does it?
That's a yes. Okay.
No, I didn't end up clearly moving to the East Coast for
Yeah.
a job that was never offered to me or discussed with me. So it all worked out.
Okay, so this would have been to work for the mothership.
There was no discussion.
Let's
say hypothetically there was a conversation and there wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, it would have been to work for the mothership, but that, in fact, did not happen. As I told you at the Super Bowl, it wasn't happening.
Yeah,
I
I
like living in Los Angeles. I've got 2 great jobs. This guy with the investigative
I
reporting.
just thought you were a little coy in Houston. That's all. That's just being, Mike Wallace taught me this, being an investigative reporter.
Mhm.
And, I just sensed that there was something there. You wanted to tell me, but you couldn't tell me.
No, there was nothing.
You know what? You should be honored that you were considered for that
I
job.
wasn't considered for
if you were considered for that job, you should
we
feel
should talk
honored.
about the job that I didn't get.
Yeah.
anyways.
Okay, what's it like though? Here you are, you're hosting the Fox pre-show, and now having two teams in Los Angeles. How strange is that? Do you think?
I don't think it's strange. I mean, I think it helps us in terms of when they're like, can you go out during the week and get an interview?
Yeah.
Makes it a lot better to not have to jump on a plane and do that. It's great for the city. It's, in terms of access and just like the overall, because anytime you take an area, Inglewood, obviously, for example, there's some areas of it that are dilapidated, they become gentrified. When there's a team that moves into the area, you get condos, you get restaurants. So I think as far as like the commerce part of teams moving here is good.
But fan base... Now, the Rams, who's going to have an easier transition here? Chargers or the Rams?
What do you mean? I would think, the Rams are...
Being accepted, having your fan base here. I know the Chargers are going to be in a small venue.
Right.
The Rams are in a venue too big.
Well, I think that the transition, because the Rams were already here at one point, I think that you still have a bitterness of Chargers fans. But then again, get on the 405 and come on up. It's not like you had to get on a plane when the Rams initially left here in LA and moved to St. Louis. You can still go to games. You can still support your team. You're just, unfortunately, in a different city. I think the Rams will have an easier time, but I think it's good for both of them.
But the Chargers are going to be better than the Rams.
Okay. Well, that's a personnel question. You talked about fan base.
But being accepted here, we want a winner, and I don't know.
We do like winners.
Yes, but if you have San Diego is going to be a better team than the Rams. I'm curious about the casual football fan in Los Angeles because you have a lot of transplants here.
Sure.
But who is going to embrace the Chargers? Who's going to embrace the Rams? Usually, it's if you're a winner, then they'll embrace you here.
That's true. Yeah, but you still have your loyalty that will follow you. But yeah, there will always be those bandwagon fans that are like, okay, all of a sudden we're going to go over here. But that's not really a fan of either team then. That's just a fan of winning.
You had an interview with Jeff Fisher after he got fired.
Mm-hmm.
He was defensive a little bit. How would you set the scene for what that interview was about? Like, what was he angry about?
Well, I think anytime somebody loses their position and what they feel they wrongfully lost it, because a lot of it had to do with the fact in talking to him that he didn't feel that he was supported in some areas that he felt that he should have been, right? And then everyone points to the record. And then that, the infamous number of the losingest coach of all time, and he could sit there and justify it. And look, like quarterbacks, coaches are the same, where it's hard to find a really good coach. You guys have been talking about great coaches all morning long. So for Jeff, I just felt that there were certain decisions that he wasn't in charge of making, and he felt that caused some of the failure with his team. And having to move the team again. He's had to, he's been a part of two organizations.
But I think he's benefited and kept his job because of those moves. Like, you want to keep the coach in place as you make these transitions.
And his whole thing was my players are living out of hotels. You know how hard it is to move anyways. And when you're sort of disheveled and out of your normal routine, again, you can have a myriad of excuses for anything. And I don't think he was necessarily looking for excuses. I think that he just felt that he needed more time to get his team in a position to succeed here.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just telling you what.
I get it.
Different.
I was surprised that he held that job as long as he held it.
You thought he should have been gone a while ago?
Yeah, you weren't really producing, and it almost felt like because the Rams were in a state of flux in St. Louis. Given the benefit of the doubt, you're relocating to Los Angeles. He's been a part of relocations when the Oilers go to Tennessee, and so
the only coach that had to do it twice. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like he benefited. Or that was an excuse for him.
Okay, yeah, he thought it was a detriment, and you think it actually aided in the longevity of the tenure of actually being a head coach, right? And of course, he's going to say one thing because that's his whole. Jeff wants to continue coaching. Do you think that he will get a position? No, I'm asking. Do you think that he'll end up in let's forget head coach for a second, a coordinator position again?
I don't know if he wants to be a coordinator.
Okay.
I don't know. And is he going to be a defensive coordinator? Because he's not going to be an offensive coordinator. Yes. So it feels like the NFL is going younger. That we're getting.
Yeah, look who they replaced him with.
Yeah, you're getting. Yeah, you got somebody younger than you.
That's not hard to do these days.
Wow.
Hey guys, 35 over here on Thursday.
It's over.
In case you're wondering.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I'm 35 on Thursday. I don't know when this happened. I know.
It's over for you.
This is me winking because I can only wink with my left eye. So lucky for you. It's either that or a twitch. We don't know. But yeah, no. So they are going younger. Yes.
Is it going to always be a college town, Los Angeles, when it comes to football?
No, I mean, I think not always going to be a college town. I think that they're evidenced by the fact that these teams even moved here. It's Los Angeles.
Well, but this has been the white whale here, that they've been. This was the last big market you could go into and take advantage of, and we had to have 2 teams in here and a new stadium in here as well. But it still feels like it's USC, UCLA town.
I think enough time would prove.
Well, look at USC and USC with Sam Darnold and what they did last year. Josh Rosen at UCLA. It seems to be more buzz with college football. And granted, the Chargers haven't even played a game here.
I was going to say, I think give it more time. I mean, similar to the fact that you looked at whether it was baseball teams or anything in Los Angeles. People, yes, they're transient and they're not as rabid of fans in terms of like their dedication to their team, but it still is I think LA is a great sports town. I think it's going to, time would prove that it will, NFL is always king.
McLovin is shaking his head.
You disagree?
LA is a great sports town?
I think LA is a great sports town.
That's not the stereotype.
No, I know, but stereotypes exist for a reason. But I'm saying if you give enough time, you'll see that actually there will be a turning of the tide, and that college football won't always reign supreme. It'll be still, obviously, like, a big marquee event here because it always has been. But I think the NFL is king.
We were having this discussion, the Danettes. When a city has multiple teams, is it hard because you split the fan base? Like Philadelphia, where I'm from, has 4 teams. Now LA's got like 12. Is it harder to be a fan when you have so many choices? Is there less rabidness?
I know that's rabid. We've used rabid now twice, haven't we, in like 2 minutes?
I wonder where I got that word.
It's a great. No, I mean, is it harder to be a fan? No. I mean, I think it gives you more options. I'm from Seattle, and I would love to have a basketball team up there. The entire city is surrounded and obsessed with the Seahawks because the Mariners haven't been good for a long time. We've continued to want them to return to the days of even Griffey when it was like, how long ago was that?
Would it change, though, if you had basketball back in Seattle?
Absolutely. We need basketball. We've tried a couple different times, and now there's the big initiative,
It feels like hockey is going to go there before basketball.
Well, now there's legislative stuff that supports that has to move in there first in terms of an arena. But yeah, there's towns that need sports, and Seattle is one of those. So I think that if we want to bring it back to LA, this town will show you that it will support its teams and not just be like,
But LA does LA have that young star? Because when the Lakers were great, you had Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Like you almost need to have. Mike Trout is not a star, superstar. He's the best player in baseball, but he's not that guy that is transcendent. Jared Goff looks like he could be a star as the quarterback.
Yeah, and you want Todd Gurley to be that person.
Yeah, but who is that, or who are the young stars in Los Angeles?
Well, that's the problem, right?
Yeah. Because the Lakers got young players, they just don't have young stars.
Mm-hmm. So are you arguing that you have to have a young star to have the team?
I think yes, if you're making it bigger and younger fans to watch something, where they're going to go, like the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're buying into the Clippers, or, that it feels like that's past. And who's...
Well, it's past because they didn't win.
Yes.
But you had stars, you had your Chris Paul, your DeAndre, your Blake, you had the stars there.
Yeah.
You don't feel like those are big enough stars?
No.
So you're arguing that somebody like who has to come in here?
Well, I don't know if Lonzo Ball is somebody who changes that, where you get a young guy with a lot of attention that everybody knows. Now you're going to be must-see TV. There's nobody with the Lakers where you go, boy, I can't wait to tune in to watch D'Angelo Russell. Lonzo Ball is somebody that you would say, all right, I'm going to watch. Now, I don't know how good he's going to be, but he is somebody who has superstar qualities because he has name recognition.
I always go back to this, though. Like when Seattle, a few years back.
I'll tell you what. Let me take a break here, and
Let's take a break.
Can you stay here?
Yeah, extra. I don't have to be there for a couple hours.
Oh, you do. What do we have today on Extra Extra?
A lot. I'll tell you after the break who I'm interviewing today.
Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that! And I will hold off the serenade, the duet with Fritzy and McLovin.
I don't know if I want it now.
Yeah.
Now I'm second fiddle to a swimsuit model.
Okay.
Weird. That's happened before.
And McLovin, by the way, playing coy. He wasn't sure if he was going to dress down, act like he was not interested in you. So this was a whole conversation yesterday. Don't know if it worked or not.
It doesn't work if you blow the
that's right.
gig here. And
my bad.
Tell her.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks.
It's 21 after the hour. We're back with Carissa right after this on the Dan Patrick Show. True car, by the way. True dat. How many times have we bought a car and you go, I just drove it off the lot and I just lost $3,000, right?
Every year.
Yeah, that happens. When you buy more cars than anybody, Paulie.
I use TrueCar.
TrueCar. You get a real price and you know you're getting a fair deal. TrueCar is different. TrueCar shows you what other people paid for their car and you feel confident in what you're paying for. You should. What are you driving?
A car that I pay way too much for.
Oh. What letter?
You can guess?
What letter does it begin with?
An M.
Mercedes?
Maserati convertible.
A convertible.
No?
Oh, I'm blonde. I live in California. I drive a convertible.
Stereotypes. Sorry. Maserati, no?
No.
Mitsubishi? Mazda?
I was just going to go Galant on there.
Keep going.
Mercedes?
A Mercedes, yes.
Okay.
Are we still on? What are we doing here?
I wanted to know what you got.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you got a great deal on it or not. But
no, but I'm going to go to TrueCar because it sounds like I get a great deal there.
Yes, TrueCar certified dealer. TrueCar users save over $3,000 off MSRP. Are we on? Are we still on? When you're ready to buy a new or used car, visit TrueCar and enjoy a more confident car buying experience.
Your business burned down. Kids busy with lives of their own. Brother-in-law like a parasite. You haven't been laid in God knows how long. What are you doing? I'm fine.
This is Hydro. It's the promised land of pot.
Badass.
I know you're a drug dealer.
I'm just getting started.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
Join the crowd for their musical masterpiece.
Come on.
Okay. It'll be fun.
That won 6 Academy Awards.
Guess I'll see you in the movies.
Rated PG-13. Movie starred at Channel 125.
You watch stuff on that thing?
Yes. Well, have you heard about Fullscreen? Sounds familiar.
Fullscreen is a subscription video on-demand platform and app available right now on your phone.
We got comedies.
We've got dramas.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It is a lot. It's over 1,500 hours of content.
And you can browse by mood. Stop.
Eligible AT&T wireless customers can get Fullscreen on us for 1 year, plus stream an app without using your data.
We, the device-loving people, want more than just unlimited data. We want unlimited entertainment, so we can stream unlimited action, punch unlimited robots, watch unlimited romance, if you're into that. But we also want more, like unlimited HBO.
Can I stop dying now, Mark?
No can do, mi amigo. It's unlimited.
Besides, you're really good at it, James.
Don't settle for any unlimited data plan. Only the AT&T Unlimited Plus plan comes with HBO included at no extra charge.
Anyone?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I have a neighbor who's a big hooper.
You got a neighbor who does the hula hoop?
Yeah, it's like an exercise.
No, it's a great. Oh, please.
Is it a guy?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Dan, we out on the front
but then,
lawn
like,
hula
see,
hooping?
out in the yard, they're like this and like doing the thing and it's going around. And then they lift their leg up. And
That's actually a fun competition. Since we've retired the splits, we should have a hula hoop competition.
Can we show Fritzy? This is Fritzy on the beach.
This is the.
I can't wait for this, by the way. I purposely didn't want to see this before now.
There you go.
Oh my!
Release the hounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's one moment right
in there.
Not there.
Well,
not there. Not
How many times?
Right there. Right there. That's the bad one right there. That's the bad one right there.
Just to be clear, I don't randomly do that.
Well, first of all, the thing is, Dan, how many times have you watched this where you're like, wait for it, wait for it?
Quite a few times.
Well, it's hard to miss, so good for you.
I don't know why I'm wearing workout gloves.
Were you even asked to do anything?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
I think we just want to do.
I didn't think the camera was on.
What was this for?
Some workout shoot, like Fritzy's workout, some kind of like one of those cheesy infomercials.
The Dan Patrick Show app is filled with tons of daily show content. We were just watching some of that, disturbingly so.
Is that what you call it?
Fritzy with pelvic thrusts on the beach. And what'd you have? Your warm-up pants on?
I had my Bronco Zubaz pants on.
Oh, my God.
And I left the
Yeah,
left
there's not a lot of support in those,
No,
huh?
there were not. All of our guest interviews, tons of video clips, and lots of exclusive bonus content for the app every day. Behind-the-scenes segments, the daily app wrap, available on the DP Show app, available at app stores. We're talking about young stars. You need young stars, certainly in a city like Los Angeles. Because if I look now, there's a difference between being a great player Hall of Famer and being a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard is a future Hall of Famer, but not a superstar because we don't know him.
Right.
Now, who do we have in Los Angeles where you say that's a superstar, athlete-wise?
You're arguing that we need one of those.
Yes, you do.
Are you just saying specifically to Los Angeles? Because I was going to say, just drawing upon my own fandom from Seattle, is that, a few years ago when Russell came onto the scene and beat out Matt Flynn, and it was like that whole thing, like he wasn't even, Matt Flynn got a contract to be the starting quarterback, and nobody really knew who that team was. No one knew who that team was on the back end. No one knew defensively, the Shermans, any of the secondary for that matter. They only became known as the Legion of Boom, and Russell wasn't a star coming out of college. Like, you knew of him, but so I would argue that you don't necessarily have to have a star, but the team.
But Russell Wilson's a star.
Now he's a star, but he wasn't.
No, but I'm not saying that you're initially a star, but you can develop into a superstar because he's got a famous wife, and it's a great story.
He would before he got married Sierra, he was still a star in the sense that he took his team to the Super Bowl 2 out of 3 years. But I see what you're saying. In Los Angeles, are you saying that because it is Hollywood and you need to be? Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying that as a fan of
Let's say you're a Rams fan. Todd Gurley did not have a good year last year. Jared Goff looks the part.
Mm-hmm.
Phillip Rivers is who he's going to be. That's as good as he's going to be. And maybe he's a Hall of Famer, but he's not a superstar. He's not somebody that gives you tune-in factor. The Lakers had tune-in factor with young stars there. They have young players now, but I don't know if they're must-see TV. The Clippers' window of opportunity is done, but Chris Paul is a Hall of Famer, but he's not a superstar. Blake Griffin, I think, had a chance to be a superstar, but the window is passing him as well.
So in order for us to buy tickets to a Clippers or a Lakers game, we need to have stars on that team.
I think you do with the Lakers because you're so accustomed to that.
Sure, but winning is winning. I mean, we brought up the point. The Clippers, if you're making the point that Chris Paul or DeAndre or Blake were not superstars when they were winning, they sold more tickets than the Lakers. Winning is winning. You want to go and support.
Well, but by comparison to the Lakers, they were good. But if the Lakers were good and the Clippers are good, then the Lakers are going to outdraw the Clippers.
Yeah, that is the Lakers' town.
Yes. So even with that window of opportunity,
what are we saying?
I'm saying, do you have a superstar, or are you going to have a superstar in this town? Like Sam Darnold, to me, feels like he can be a superstar.
This goes back to the conversation about being a fan of whether L.A. McLovin doesn't think it is a good sports town. I think time will tell that. Now that you have 2 NFL franchises here, you've got 2 NBA teams. You've got, if you go down to Anaheim and you include the Dodgers, you've got 3 baseball teams and the Padres. It's like there's a lot of opportunity to be a sports fan in Los Angeles, even down to San Diego.
I agree. Like Kershaw, to me, is superstar-ish.
But his personality doesn't dictate being a superstar.
But his game does. Like, he's unique.
It's so interesting because I think of superstar and I think about that. If you're going to talk about Russell marrying Sierra and like you see him on red carpets and you see them on commercials and that kind of stuff. That's the superstar part. Clayton Kershaw is like so reserved.
But he does something that's so unique, and plus he plays for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Matt Kemp, when Matt Kemp was here, that was a superstar. He's dating Rihanna.
Yeah.
He's having that MVP season. When he was here, that's a superstar to me because
on
it's
the verge of.
Yeah, because right.
And it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, but when you were living in Los Angeles, that's the star factor of seeing you outside of your respective sport on a red carpet and whatnot. If I'm put it this way, working for Extra, there's a lot of time. Extra. You have to say it twice always, right? Twice is nice.
Yeah.
You have, I'll go to my boss and pitch different people to interview from the sports world, and they're like, who, what? Like a few years ago, they didn't know Rob Gronkowski. Like, and now he transcends and can live in both spaces.
And he's a superstar.
Now he can live in both spaces. So that's sort of the litmus test to me is if I go to my boss at Extra and say, do you want to interview this person? And she says, who? It's like, that's sort of the benchmark to me of what that superstar part is.
We had, by the way, who you're interviewing today on Extra Extra?
I am interviewing Caitlyn Jenner. this evening. She has a book coming out. Would you guys like to submit any questions? I'm happy to ask them for you.
Now, didn't she wear an outfit at the Met Gala that is getting a lot of attention?
Well, you want to talk about that?
I accidentally clicked on it and immediately shut that window.
Clicked on it.
She's Bruce Jenner's daughter. I thought maybe there was a
No,
sports
that's
angle.
Kendall Jenner.
I'm not interviewing. I'm interviewing Caitlyn.
Oh,
Bruce, if you still call him that.
oh, great! Now I already admitted that I looked at the Kendall Jenner picture. Now this
Well,
is
Kendall,
disastrous.
I would look at the. By the way, I look at the Kendall Jenner picture too. But let's keep going on that.
Well, you might want to ask Caitlyn how have
Kendall
her
Jenner's
daughter wear some clothes.
Okay, well, she's also a supermodel, so she was in the Victoria's Secret, she's wearing less
Is she
than
really
that.
a supermodel?
Yeah,
Or is she a model?
She is, by definition, her and Gigi Hadid are the biggest supermodels right now. Okay, name a bigger one.
I'm not in the model business.
You're still thinking like, who?
Giselle?
Giselle hasn't walked a runway in a couple years.
Do you have to walk a runway to be a supermodel?
She has said herself that she's not going to walk any more runways. So I'm talking about people like that. You talk about the sport. By the way, I like that we're now talking about supermodels.
Oh, I know. But that's the way this show
how
is.
it is.
I know.
Exactly.
But she walked the runway at the Olympics.
Yeah, because it was in Rio.
Okay. But
Okay.
she walked the runway.
Giselle was the perennial supermodel. I'm saying if we were talking about bringing this back in a very circuitous way to the conversation we had about going younger and coaching in the NFL.
Yeah.
Are you connecting the
My
dots?
head's spinning.
I'm
Yes.
trying to bring
Yes.
it back.
Yeah.
That right now the supermodel world is younger, and you could definitely argue that Kendall Jenner and Gigi Hadid are the biggest supermodels.
Okay.
Did we just waste like 3 minutes on
Yeah,
this
we did.
conversation?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Well, thanks to
But the
McLovin,
point-
he did the left
but
turn
no,
there.
But the left turn is because there wasn't a lot left in her outfit, is what he's saying.
Yes,
It's 'cause
she
there was,
forgot. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Were you offended?
Well, I always, the Met Gala is a big deal to me. I go every year.
all right, we had a neighbor draft. Was it last week, Paulie?
Yeah, we had this game we played where if you could have any celebrity move into your neighborhood, anyone on earth is available. In realism, you live in LA, you probably have celebrities near where you live, but someone moves in and they become your new friend, and you think, this is actually a person I would be able to hang out with, there's some benefit to it. Yeah. Who would be your number one draft pick? I think
who would be? Who would you want to live next door to you?
My number one pick was Paul Rudd. Seems like a fun neighbor, good guy, beers, comedy.
Yeah, it'd have to be a comedian, like a Kevin Hart.
Now, I went Brady because Brady can play quarterback in the neighborhood. Giselle.
Play quarterback in the neighborhood in your flag football team?
All-time quarterback. Yes, yeah, he can be quarterback for both teams.
His wife can be the supermodel.
Giselle, yes, and there can be like diet tips. I mean, it can be a lot of things there. Beauty tips.
Diet tips.
So I thought that was a home run right there. Who did you pick, Seton?
I think I took Zach Galifianakis at first, but then I changed to Chris Pratt so he could get Anna Faris next door too.
Yeah, nice combo platter.
It's Anna.
Fritzy?
Yeah.
It's Anna.
Sorry.
Oh,
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
I have to say these names. First of all, the woman that works with me at Extra in the voiceover booth, Betty, she's wonderful. Like me talking about fashion and having to say "Bon Ma," I'm like, what? Saint Laurent. I'm like, I'm like Saint Laurent. I'm like Aldo, Forever 21. Like I don't belong here at all.
Hollister.
So yeah, exactly.
Fritzy, who did you pick?
I went Chris Rock followed by Leslie Mann, I believe. One of my first two picks.
Oh, so why? Because then you get Judd Apatow.
I love Judd.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They're married,
You
so
got
you get
both.
2
You
for
hang
1.
out.
Like this one's going 2 for 1 over here.
A lot of laughs.
McLovin, what do you have?
I picked Carissa. Remember?
Oh, now he's lying.
He did pick you.
You picked me?
No. I wish I had.
Listen, you guys, I'm never coming back. This one's singing to other people. This one's making no.
That was just a verse or two.
You got 2 picks. Moving next into your neighborhood. Who you got?
Okay, I'll go Kevin Hart.
Okay.
And then I'll go Lenny Kravitz.
Ooh, are you going to go my way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
American Woman. You get music. You know he'll throw a party or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And Zoe is a bonus. That's creepy because it's his daughter, but still. She's a great actress. Did you guys watch Big Little Lies on HBO? Yeah. Incredible, right?
Really
Did you
good.
watch that?
No.
Well, check it out.
Yeah.
I won't give away the ending. But yeah, she's a great actress.
The Rock gets shot in the ending.
Back to you in the studio.
Okay.
Kendall.
So, Carissa Thompson, Fox Sports NFL kickoff show host. She's on the pre show with Fox and the co-host of Extra. Is that right? It's the
That is
pre
right.
show.
Yes, and thank you for having. I love when you guys are in LA. Thanks for hanging
Okay.
out.
Fritzy, you want to bring it on home?
If she still wants to hear it, I was.
Are you at the Who's at the Derby this weekend? Are you going?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm here. Tarico's there.
Okay, I'll say hi to him.
Are you going there?
Yeah, I go every year. I love the Derby.
Okay.
I'm a degenerate gambler.
Great.
Hi. Are we still on?
Yes, we are. But
That's a
Fritzy,
question I ask constantly on here.
Fritzy, fire away.
There you stood, that'll teach you to look so good and feel so right. Let me tell you about the girl I met last night. It's understood I had to reach her. I let the wheel of fortune spin. I touched your hand before the crowd started crushing in. Now I'm higher than a kite. I know I'm getting hooked on your love. Talking to myself, running in the heat, begging for your touch in the middle of the street. And I can't stop thinking about you, girl. I'm high on
We'll be back on the Dan Patrick Show.
I love you. Now stand up, gyrate, and do that.
Yeah.
Just tuning in? Well, here's what you missed.
All right, someone serenade.
Okay, Fritzy, would you serenade?
I'd be happy to.
Just a little bit here.
On the wings of love, up and above the clouds, the only way to fly, flying high up on the wings of love.
Can I get your number?
The Dan Patrick Show app. Daily interviews, archives, and much more. Download it now.
I played at a talent show. Harry was also in the talent show. My dad came and he said, "You should jam with him." And I'm like, "No, what? No." We just started writing. It took a long time to feel like we were doing something good that we could actually be proud of.
Season, create your own game day experience with NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Watch every out-of-market game every Sunday, no matter where you are, and stream them your way, live on your favorite devices. Never miss a second of the action. Order NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV.
Amazing. Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
We gotta go mine. We gotta go mine. This is where Washoe Money becomes a player.
These people are using you.
It's mine. I found it. These people are killers. How did 17 billion disappear overnight?
Rated R. Movies start at Channel 125. Another monumental season comes to life with MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Catch the biggest moments from baseball's best all season long. Follow your teams, favorite players, no matter where you are. And with MLB.tv included, you can watch nearly 90 live games a week on your favorite devices. That's every milestone and miracle on the screen of your choice. Order MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV.
Amazing.
If he thinks there could be sexual tension there if we go play golf together. So
I will. That'll be my first.
yes, but that is a little weird that Bruce Jenner invited me to. Caitlyn Jenner has not invited me to play golf.
Well, I'll ask her today if you're still invited.
Yes, that would be great.
Yes.
All right,
That's great.
All right, love you all. Thank
Mario,
you.
See you later.
We said hello.
I will.
At Extra Extra.
I will tell Mario at Extra Extra you said that.
Okay.
Thanks again. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fritzy, can I get a recording of that?
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely get one.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Willy Wonka.
I gotta admit, I was rattled during that segment. I was heavily rattled.
Why were you rattled?
I don't know. You let me talk about the LA fan. That's our biggest market.
I know, but
then
I started talking, and I go, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
You're right, though. You have to have a Gretzky, Kobe.
You have to have that.
They'll come. Kobe, Gretzky, Magic, Vince Ferragamo.
Vince Ferragamo. But Gretzky made the Kings different than just. They could win the Stanley Cup, but Gretzky made them different.
How about Russell Westbrook?
He could.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a superstar.
Yeah.
Even though Mark Cuban doesn't think so, right? Oh, man.
That was funny.
Oh, she's always great.
They got Trout.
2, 3, 4. We started the show. We were talking about Noah Syndergaard. He may be lost for the year with a tear in his lat. It was a matter of time, and if he's not out for the year, it's just a matter of time. That these guys who throw that hard, the body is just the arm. We're still trying to find out how much the arm can take, and we're pushing the limits there. It feels like. But Noah Syndergaard, and I don't know what happened behind the scenes with the Mets doctors, and that's a mess as well. They don't have a history of taking care of their talent and their pitchers, as some baseball writers have pointed out. Let me see. We also talked about the Rockets beating the Spurs. You're probably going to read columns today that the Rockets, they got the formula here and they can beat the Spurs. And it's one game, as we found out with the Bulls and the Celtics, even after 2 games, that Boston proved to be the better team. Can San Antonio? The only reason why I'd be concerned with San Antonio is the over-reliance on Kawhi Leonard, and who else is going to step up and be consistent. The Rockets are a balanced team, and they didn't play great. Harden had 20, 14, but if you look at the Rockets, you know one person, James Harden. But if you watch the team, it's a balanced team. They shot 53s, and here we are with Mike D'Antoni's system. Will it hold up in the postseason? That's what I'm curious. Can it hold up, and how long can it hold up in the postseason? Yeah, Paulie.
I was watching the Rockets. It seems like there's some plays where James Harden just sits it out. He goes up to the top of past the 3-point line, and he just stands there for a minute or two. It's not a minute or two. But
well, I think he could. But
like a possession.
With last night.
I think they have play calls where he takes a possession off, and the rest of the team kind of runs a play or two to rest him while he's still on the court. That's the thing the Thunder never do. It's never out of Westbrook's hands for any moment going up the court. And I think it's a play call when you watch the Rockets play.
Well, they were up by 39 at one point last night, and Harden put up 20 and 14. Yeah, McLevin.
The TNT guys were like, "What just happened?"
Yeah.
Here? They were all picked the Spurs.
I was not. Well, even if you said the Rockets were going to win, I wouldn't have thought that they would have won like that by that kind of margin. It just felt like who were the artists formerly known as the San Antonio Spurs? Because you can't count on Tony Parker the way you once did, or Manu Ginobili the way you once did, Danny Green. I mean, it's LaMarcus Aldridge has got to be the guy who plays like an all-star in this series, or San Antonio will not advance.
You know, I just looked up. Tim Duncan retired last year. I was like, wait, is this the post-Tim Duncan era? It was so quiet. This is actually their first playoffs without Duncan, and we don't even talk about that.
I also saw this of DeShone Kizer, the former Notre Dame quarterback. And he went to the Cleveland Browns, but there was the same, I think, universal theme about DeShone Kizer and why he was not going to be a first-round draft pick. It feels like the immaturity was there, and even his coach, Brian Kelly, talked about that. I was told by a scout that he overthought when he stepped onto the field, that he didn't process the information in real time. He thought too much, and therefore his performance showed that. But here's a guy who wasn't even starting at Notre Dame on a consistent basis. And here he is as a second-round draft pick, and is he the future for the Cleveland Browns? The Mitchell Trubisky situation with Mike Glennon, it gets more fascinating. They invite Mike Glennon, the quarterback they just spent $18 million on, to a draft party. And at what point did the Bears go,
surprise?
Yeah, like was it a surprise draft party? Is that what it was?
Or like as they're about to pick Trubisky, does some handler for the Bears say, "Hey, Mike, you want to go to the bar, get a beer? You want to use the bathroom? Just step out for maybe 9 to 10 minutes."
Yeah. Why don't you step out while we're on the clock here? And then all of a sudden you draft Mitch. Like, what is going on? Where you invite him, it's like let me invite my wife to meet my girlfriend, because that's what just happened. Hey, Mike Glennon, we really love you. $18 million. By the way, we're bringing in Mitchell Trubisky. Yeah, Fritzy.
Can you say, like, he's going to learn a lot from you, Mike?
Yeah.
Cheers. And do a little thing with the
Liam.
We couldn't think of a better person for Mitchell Trubisky to learn from than you, Mike Glennon.
Thanks for coming to the party.
Thanks for coming to our draft party. That is crazy. At what point do they go into that day? At what point does somebody say, I think we got our guy? Yeah, all right, we got our guy. Yeah, we're going to move up. Yeah, all right, we're going to move up. Did you invite Glennon? Yeah, Glennon's coming. You know, like there's a checklist here when you have a party. You know, we got the keg. You know, we got snacks, those little hot dogs. You invite Glennon? Yeah. We got to move up with San Francisco, offer them a couple of draft picks. San Francisco actually had the, you know what, to ask for one more draft pick. So they're going, hey, we'll do it, but we need a little bit more. Sure. We'll give you 2/3 and a 4th-round pick. And then they moved up, and San Francisco's thinking they're taking Solomon Thomas, a defensive lineman. Crazy.
You know what's going to happen to the Bears now? Jay Cutler is going to join in another team and play well. That would be the real capper. Great. He joins, like, somehow the Texans need him. Like, Savage gets hurt, and they pick up Cutler, and he takes him to the AFC title game.
Who gets a job first? Colin Kaepernick? Jay Cutler?
Man, that's a toughie.
Are you surprised you haven't heard anything about, certainly Kaepernick, after the draft? Because I thought once the draft was over, would Kaepernick then be able to fill in a void with somebody who didn't draft a quarterback? Or is Cleveland still in play here for Colin Kaepernick? Yes, McLeod.
Are they waiting for an injury maybe? Kind of like Bradford last year?
Well, I don't know. It feels like somebody would be taking Colin Kaepernick. I don't know if you take him as a backup, though.
I read today the Jets are going to go with their combination of Josh McCown, Christian Hackenberg, and Petty, and let them duel it out.
Oh, Jesus. God. Season ticket sales are...
That is... Now you have to admit you're rebuilding, right? Like if that doesn't say we're rebuilding, I don't know what does.
Aren't you so curious who comes out of that pack, though?
You know, there was also the story, next year's quarterback class, there were guys we didn't mention, too. It's like we forgot Lamar Jackson, possibly, too. They're saying now, like, 5 first-rounders next year.
Of course.
So maybe you wait next year.
Yeah.
You can't really do that in the NFL.
Why is it you wait next year? The Browns waited next year after passing on Carson Wentz.
This reminds you of the Sixers and the process.
Yeah.
Wait it out.
Yeah. All right, we'll come back. We'll close up shop. What we learn, what's in store tomorrow, we'll do so right after this on the Dan Patrick Show.
Oregon ranchers must go back to prison for starting fires that burned on federal land.
They say that there was an armed standoff. That is a total lie.
They flat out told me these people are not going back to prison.
We're going to make a hard stand.
The militia say they're not ruling out violence if police try to remove them.
This is not 240 years ago. You cannot go to war against the federal government.
Oh my God! Something's seriously wrong in this country.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
If you say his name, or even think it, he'll come for you.
He makes us see things.
Don't say it, don't think it.
He makes us do things.
Don't say it, don't think it. Don't say it, don't think it.
No, it's a trick!
Don't say it, don't think it. Don't say it, don't think it.
Bye-bye, man.
Bye-bye, man. Unrated. Now playing on DirecTV Cinema. Movies starting channel 125. Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
The vampire and lichen clans had been at war for centuries, turning our world into a battlefield. Now a new war is being waged.
If you want to win this war, you will have to go further than any warrior has ever ventured before.
Looking for someone?
Underworld Blood Wars. Movies start at channel 125. Now playing exclusively on DirecTV Cinema.
The British Secret Service have an agent in the area. Earl Hitler. We picked up coded radio transmissions from the vicinity. Could be a kidnap attempt, most likely an assassination.
I gave my life to the fatherland, and this is my thanks!
Trust me. She did.
Do you expect me to betray my oath? No!
The Exception. Now playing exclusively on DirecTV Cinema.
Yeah, it just makes me laugh.
So, big plans after the show? It's, who wants to go out? It's 9 to 1 a.m.
I'm probably nap it up a little bit.
Nap it up?
Yeah. Yeah, I got
So you're doing tacos, and then we're going to do beers in the afternoon?
Right, we're doing back-to-back taco
afternoon beers?
It's a rough life we got going
early evening beers are scheduled. Hard schedule.
And then maybe
hard
some
life.
seafood.
And then food.
I'm going 2 taco joints, nap, beer hall place we're going to by the beach. Correct. And then out for seafood.
By the way, all we'll do is complain, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hard, man. We got to stay up, eat tacos, drink beer, hang out with our friends.
Right.
Man, they're putting through the ringer out here in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the hard part, though, is when you keep looking at the clock and you know you have to be in bed at a certain time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's last night. It's crept up on you like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it's always the sleep number of hours to the drink ratio. As one of them has to be positive. Like, you either get 8 hours sleep, but you have a few drinks, or you get 5 hours sleep and you got to go no drinks.
I think I'm losing that battle.
Yearly.
I think I'm losing that battle for the last, I don't know, 20 years. I don't know.
That wine was good last night.
That was
awesome.
Fantastic. That was a good meal.
Yeah.
Fritzy, would you know?
I wouldn't know what good from bad, but I enjoyed what I drank, but I couldn't tell you if it was fancy or not.
Ooh. That is pretty great, though, that Carissa gave the who in there.
That was funny. Man, she is.
I'm waiting for people to call in and somehow get it.
Oh, my gosh.
Bunch of stuff up there.
Last segment.
Stanley Cup playoffs continue tonight. 2 pivotal games on NBCSN at 7. The Rangers host the Senators, down 2-0. And then at 9:30, it's my Nashville Predators and St. Louis Blues. Predators lead that series 2-1. Would have been my mom's birthday today. Got some great notes from my brothers and sisters. And, of course, Mom would have loved a shout-out on her birthday here. So, you could have done a little more than just a shout-out.
I loved your mom. I loved your mom's. Yeah. Well, 2 segments.
Yeah.
I always loved your mom's directness.
Ooh.
And I mean that as a total compliment. She was not a BSer. She gave you her thoughts, and she didn't sugarcoat them.
And I would tell her, I would say, Mom, you can't tell somebody what you're really thinking.
More people should be like her.
Yeah.
It would cut through all the...
But it was always awkward because I remember my son was saying to my mom, hey, I got a new girlfriend. Well, I didn't like the last one. And then I go, okay, probably move on from that topic there. But, yeah, it would have been her birthday today. All right, final results poll question. McLovin, what do you have for me?
Okay, I put up who is the best active coach with Belichick, Coach K, Saban. Belichick 1, Saban 2. Popovich on there.
Plans for today, Paulie, tacos?
We're going to 2 different taco places today. We're Warriors. We're going to eat twice.
Okay.
1 taco truck, 1 sit-down restaurant.
Ooh.
Taco truck advice, bring cash. The taco trucks, most places, truck service, bring cash.
Actually, taco truck advice, don't bring cash and have somebody else in the crew pay for you.
Like Sean Mannion from the Rams.
Wait, you made him pay?
Yeah, he had to pay for the first one. Not for me.
Dude, he's got NFL money. What's he need me to pay for a $3 taco?
Unbelievable.
True story.
Andrew Perloff.
We just walk up, we meet Sean Mannion. He's nice enough to take his 1 day off from Rams practice.
And then we have beers in the afternoon.
Afternoon, evening beers.
Afternoon beach beers.
Yeah, you were working as hard out here. This is not fair.
This is pretty tough. Pretty tough.
We were at this restaurant last night. You knew everybody. It was like you were Norm at Cheers. You walked in.
Yep. Everybody knows your name.
What's the guy? Stu
Manchu. Yes, his name is Stuart. This poor waiter.
Hey, Stu Manchu.
This poor waiter. I always make it seem like I request that he's not serving my table, and he couldn't be a nicer guy. I go, Stu Manchu. Yep, not waiting on my table tonight. I don't even know if he is or isn't, and then he's not, and then he keeps looking at me like I'm somehow doing this on purpose.
Stu Manchu.
Yep, Eric Stone Street from
Nice
Family.
Yeah, Modern Family's going to join us.
That's
there.
a funny dude.
Todd Marinovich is going to join us in studio. Be interesting to talk to Todd. Been a while since we've talked to Todd.
I'm curious to see how he would, what advice he'd give to Lonzo Ball, in the whole dealing with father-son athletics.
Couple of games tonight. We got game 1, Warriors and the Utah Jazz. Right? Anything else needs to be mentioned here? Yes, McCall.
Celts Wiz.
Celts Wiz, my Wiz. Yeah, I know.
I know. We got to rally, us Wiz. Didn't I count the Celtics out after game 1 of that series?
Yes, you did. And game 2.
You call them Celts? I've never heard it. Is that an abbreviation?
Yeah, that's what
Celts?
I like it.
Yeah. What'd you learn today, McClub?
I learned that you got to be careful when you're talking about Jenners. You got to get the right one.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm rattled. Carissa's in studio.
Fritzy?
You're not sure if you're still invited to play golf with Caitlyn Jenner because she was Bruce at the time of the invitation.
Bruce Jenner invited me to play golf, but Caitlyn has not invited me. Seton, what'd you learn?
Carissa Thompson, degenerate gambler.
Paulie?
A lot of slow-mo shots in the new Baywatch movie.
What we learned brought to you by the great folks at Callaway. Thank you again for hosting us yesterday at CallawayGolf.com. Do it again tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Dan Patrick Show. Looks like some guys dressed differently, considering who's coming in today. Who has cologne on today? Fritzy, you got some Drakkar?
I usually do. I don't this particular time, but I went a little extra on the deodorant.
You have kids at home, cover their eyes. Seton O'Connor, Todd Fritz sitting knee to knee on the plane.
When's the last time a man serenaded?
Oh my God, that's such an old expression. Someone serenade.
Okay.
Can't get enough of your baby.
Can I get your number? Did you guys sing for her? Come
I
on.
did.
Now I'm really over you. Now you're singing to anyone.
I've got to make it up to you.
This is DirecTV, now part of the AT&T family and home of the Red Zone, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 20 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, Rich Eisen, and America's premier source for sports entertainment.
The first and most important rule of gun running.
Why'd you do that?
Is never get shot with your own merchandise.
So now you're gonna have to buy it. It's a used gun.
You get rich by giving the poorest people on the planet the means to continue killing each other.
We sell by the kilo.
There are men going through our garbage cans. Is there anything I should be worried about?
She doesn't know how you pay for all this. How many car salesmen talk about their work? Their products kill more people every year than mine. At least mine has a safety switch.
I would tell you to go to hell, but I think you're already there.
This season, create your own game day experience with NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Watch every out-of-market game every Sunday, no matter where you are, and stream them your way, live on your favorite devices. Never miss a second of the action. Order NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV.
Amazing. Mic drop.
A hole in one.
How do you stay motivated?
Moving a 295-pound refrigerator is not easy. Moving your wife's 17th century colonial stemware collection is rarely easy. Moving Mr. Smooches is never easy. Fortunately, moving your favorite entertainment with DirecTV is always easy. Just one call before you move is all it takes. Done. The DirecTV Movers deal. Easy Now comes with bundles and equipment upgrades too. Call and ask about all the benefits today.
Why is faith good? Why is believing something without evidence good? What if we right and you wrong? I don't know. That's what I preach. I preach the gospel of I don't know. How did this get to be a Christian nation?
People who are otherwise so rational believe that on Sunday they're drinking the blood of a god.
Why doesn't he just get rid of evil in the world?
He will.
He will. What's he waiting for?
I'm going to go in the rapture, and I'm going to come back on a white horse.
People always say God and country.
I'm going to vote Bible.
Is there anybody that does not believe in evolution? Yeah. People are running my country who believe in a talking snake.
You don't have to pass an IQ test to be in the Senate, though.
This is DirecTV, now part of the AT&T family and home of the Red Zone, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 20 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, Rich Eisen, and America's premier source for sports entertainment.
Live from Los Angeles, it's The Rich Eisen Show. Today's guests, Baseball Hall of Famer John Smoltz, Los Angeles Rams defensive coordinator Wade Phillips. From the new Showtime special, Shrimpin' Ain't Easy, Al Madrigal. Plus, editor of the MMQB, Peter King. And now, he also has no clue what the hell Rihanna was wearing at the Met Gala last night. It's Rich Eisen.
Hey everybody, welcome to this edition of the Rich Eisen Show. It is the Tuesday of May the 2nd. We are thrilled that you are with us for a quartet of guests that we have on this show today. John Smoltz, Baseball Hall of Famer, will be joining us on as I mentioned, second day of May, and man, we're already seeing like October type intensity. We saw bench clearing brawl in the state of Texas last night. We're seeing the Red Sox and the Orioles go through already their second intense series of the year. There was also obviously some disturbing news coming out of that game last night. I might as well hit that here. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I'll do it here. Adam Jones went ahead and let everybody know that he had a bag of peanuts thrown at him from center field last night. The African-American center fielder of the Baltimore Orioles saying that he was taunted with the N-word from folks in the stands. And obviously, this is unacceptable behavior. The Red Sox issued a statement of apology to Adam Jones. And the Boston mayor today saying that he expects to see the Red Sox fans give Adam Jones a standing ovation in show of support for him and how untenable this is in the 21st century. And I just want to say this right off the top. I'm married into a Boston family. This stuff is very sensitive, obviously, to folks in the Boston area because there's racism everywhere. There's racism in that city. But just because people are from that city doesn't mean that they are racist. And I do want to say this as well. If you are in a stadium and in an arena and somebody is taking part in this type of behavior, I want you, and it doesn't matter, I would do the same thing if my kids are there, and that's the time to do it with your kids there. You stand up and you tell this person that this is not acceptable behavior, that somebody feels comfortable to be able to say something like this, to think that others around them would find such behavior acceptable. That's how we start attacking this at the grassroots level, on the spot, unacceptable. And with this guy getting ejected last night, I'm assuming that did happen in Fenway Park last night. And I'm hoping that happened in Fenway Park last night, and I'm assuming it did. You go ahead and you tell that person, sit down, shut up, and you get a security member and you get that person the hell out of there. My 2 cents on that subject. Obviously, that's not going on a very thick limb here, but somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to say it in the moment. This is not acceptable behavior, and it's awful behavior, and it tars an entire city, and it rips open wounds. And Adam Jones is somebody who